What's up, good people? I thank y'all for being here today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get straight to the message. So today we're gonna find out what is blocking your progress. It's a lot of people that want to know what's standing in the way of them moving forward, closing cycles, and receiving money fast and love and things like that. So we're gonna find out what's blocking you. So we're gonna do all signs today. Once again, I offer personal reading. So if you need a personal reading, then hit me up. Memberships are open. So if you want to become a member, you have access. You'll have access to videos that I'm not going to post for the public. Super chats is open. It's a few things that's open now. So you can check the page or whatever, or go to the video and look for the links. All right. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you, because it's a lot of things that may not, be for everybody. So, but I'm going to go through every sign, and spirit is going to show everybody what they need to do to get out of these blocks and obstacles, or overcome these blocks and obstacles. All right. So let's get started. We're going to start with Aries first. Thank you. Aries, what's good, Aries? Aries, we're going to clear the energy first. After we clear the energy, then we'll start with your read and find out what is blocking your progress. All right, you already know the drill. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. Every reading is not for everybody. All right, so let's go. Spirit guides, thank you. Papa Legba. Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, remove the barrier to the spirit realm so that I can speak to the infinite spirit of Orishas, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors, spirits of my highest and greatest good, laws of my highest and greatest good. Thank you, Papa Legba. Archangels, spirit guides, Orishas, ancestors, protect the portal as we channel these messages, and protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil entities, dark forces, anything that may try and hinder the reading. Protect us from those things and give us clear, accurate messages so that we can give each sign a clear message of what they need to do to remove the blocks and obstacles, or what blocks and obstacles are in their way. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. All right, Aries. Spirit guys, show us what we need to see for Aries. What is blocking Aries' path? What is blocking Aries from moving forward to become successful financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and financially? What do Aries need to know? So Aries, we might get some cards for you that does not pertain to the blockage or obstacle, but then spirit is trying to tell you something else that you need to be focused on, which may be a block or obstacle. We never know. You'll know what's going on in your life, so you'll be able to pinpoint what's going on. It says emotional disconnect. Emotional disconnect. So emotional disconnect coming out as the first card is saying that this is a blockage for you. This is a blockage for you, Aries, because it says, stop trying to use sex to hold your mate. They are emotionally disconnected from you. So sometimes we get into relationships and we try to do what is necessary, or we try to do what we think is necessary for the mate to stay with us, right? And a lot of times it's sex, right? We try to compliment them, and we try to be sometimes we're overly sexual to try and keep that person from cheating, right? But spirit is saying to don't do that, because they are emotionally disconnected from you. So yeah, it might be sex, they might love the sex is good or whatever, but their heart is not in the relationship, right? So it's just a sexual thing. It's nothing that's supposed to last, right? So spirit is saying emotional disconnect, right? So that's a blockage. So it's blocking you from moving forward. with things that you're trying to accomplish financially, emotionally, mentally. It's creating blocks. Spirits, what else? What other blocks are there? Self-sabotaging and causing wishes to be delayed. Surrender to the will of God and the universe, then your wishes will be granted. So self-sabotaging. So spirits are saying that's a block. That's creating a block. So there are many blocks. There's 2 right now that spirit is showing that's causing you to be stagnant and not be able to move forward and to get the things that you really want, right? Show us more, Spirit. What else? What else do Aries need to know? Thank you, spirits. Aries, Spirit says, do not eat from people. Someone will put voodoo in your food to curse you. So with this card coming out, this is a heavy card. This is heavy energy. So what Spirit is saying, hold on one second. So what Spirit is saying with this card coming out, the card of voodoo, right? Spiritual working. So Spirit is saying that there's a great possibility that someone is already trying to do spiritual work on you, or they are working on you, not trying to, but they are. And maybe it's not as strong as they thought it would be. So they're going to try to put something in your food. So be careful, right? So this could also be a block and obstacle, right? And that's why Spirit was telling me to do these messages, because it's a lot of people that have a lot of things on them, spells, hexes, curses, and things like that, right? I've been getting a lot of emails from people that need help in spiritual work, and I'm working with a lot of different people to remove spells and hexes and curses. And I'm seeing a lot of people that's in bad shape, right? And so Spirit told me to do this message, do this reading, so that I can get the message out to the people that need to see what's going on in their life. So voodoo. Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. Someone from your past will apologize. A past lover, friend, or family member will apologize for the hurt and pain they caused you, right? So this could be a block and an obstacle too, because maybe you've been holding on to the hurt and pain that people have caused you. Family, friends, or lover, or whoever caused you some pain, and you might have been holding on to it. It's a great possibility that caused the block too in your life. So you have multiple things that's going on in your life, Aries, that you got to overcome. All right, in order for you to move forward smoothly. All right, so let's see. Spirit, show us more. That's the second time. It says on this card right here, on this second card that came out, it says surrender to the will of God and the universe. And this card right here says surrender to the will of God. Surrender to the will of the universe. So this card says, have complete faith in God, the Holy Spirit's ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, that everything will be great. So Spirit is saying that you're also blocking yourself, right? You're blocking yourself because you need to start thinking more positive and don't dwell on the things that people have been doing to you. Let it go and forgive and just keep it moving. But the forgiveness is not for them. The forgiveness is for you, right? It's for you to heal. So you're going to have to heal from the hurt and the pain that they've caused you. All right, so we're gonna pull the tarot, and we're gonna see what tarot shows us about these people around you that's trying to do some work on you. We're gonna see what comes out of that, right? We're gonna see about this emotional disconnect, right? Because those two things right there are very important, right? Because if somebody's doing work on you, I don't care what you're trying to do to move forward. If you don't get the spell off of you or the curse off of you or whatever, or a hex or whatever, then a blockage and obstacle is going to still be there, right? So we need to find out. We need to find out what's going on around you so that you can do whatever's necessary in order to remove whatever is around you, right? All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see. Ancestor Spirit, show us what we need to see about these blocks and obstacles. Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, right? You could have a fire sign child, someone who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Spirit, show us more. All right, the Ace of Cups is here. Ace of Cups came out, right? All right, Spirit, show us more. The Devil. The Devil just flipped over in my hand. Yep. That's that devil. Yep. Spirit, show us more. All right. Yep. Five of Wands and the King of Cups. Five of Wands and the King of Cups. So this could be a water sign that's casting spells or doing spell work on you, right? Because you got the Five of Wands and the Devil. The Five of Wands and the Devil, we'll see where the Magician is. And if the Magician comes out, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, which means that they've been creating illusions for you, right? They've been creating illusions. The Seven of Cups is a card of illusions. It's a card of opportunities too, but it's an illusionary card because some of the cups, like one of the cups got a snake in it. Another one of the cups looked like a lizard in it, right? And then another one looked like a mushroom or something like that in it, right? So it's a card of illusions, right? So they've been creating illusions with the work that they've been doing on you, trying to stop you, and that's the truth. The Ace of Swords came out. So you're about to find out the truth about something, about these people who been doing this work on you, right? And like I said, it could be a water sign, Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn too, right? You got the Wheel of Fortune that popped out in reverse. So whatever these people been doing, they've been doing this to stop your fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. They've been trying to do this to keep you stuck in a karmic cycle, right? Show us more, Spirit. Yep, Five of Pentacles just flipped over in my hand and it flipped back over, but I'm going to take it, right? Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. I just said that they've been trying to block your fortune. They've been blocking your fortune, and there it is right there. They want you in the Five of Pentacles. They want you in the Five of Pentacles. Your Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles lands right up under the Devil card, right? The Five of Pentacles is right under the Devil card. So Spirit is saying that that's the work that they've been doing, is trying to keep you blocked financially, to keep you in the Five of Pentacles. You could have had to move, or you could have lost a home or been homeless, or you could have lost a car or lost something very valuable to you financially. You lost a lot of money. That's why. And that Page of Wands came out again. If you don't have a fire sign child, if you don't have a fire sign child, then this could possibly be somebody who's a little bit younger than you. They could be a few years younger than you. That could possibly be an enemy that's doing this work on you. You got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, show us more. And there's the Magician. The Magician came out. The Magician came out with the Eight of Cups again, and I just told you that they was creating illusions, and that the Eight of Cups is an illusionary card. And now the Eight of Cups came out with the Magician. The Eight of Cups coming out with the Magician is saying exactly what I just told you. I just told you that they was doing spell work on you in order to create illusions on you, create illusions so that you could miss opportunities, because the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse is a card of opportunities. And they want you to be, they want you broke. They want you out on the street, in the cold. They want you out on the street. And so with the Magician coming out with the Seven of Cups, they've been creating illusions for you, and you've been going through a lot of things mentally, thinking that things are not going to go well for you, because that's what they do. When they create these illusions, they create fear in you, right? So with spell work, that's how it works. It only works on you if your vibration is low. When your vibration is low, they do things to cause you to be in a low vibration so that they can create fear in you. And that's how the dark spirits operate, is through fear. So they've been creating fear in you financially. You've been going through some things and probably afraid that you're going to lose everything. And that's just what it is. What they've been doing is creating this fear. You had a Five of Wands here. So it's somebody who's been in competition with you, right? They've been in competition with you. And not only have they been in competition with you, with this Seven of Cups being here, that's the self-sabotaging. That's what Spirit said in the beginning, self-sabotaging, causing wishes to be delayed because they have you in fear of losing something, right? And that's probably why, if you've been having problems in love, right, the Ace of Cups came out, but the Wheel of Fortune in reverse up under. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse up under the Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune being in reverse up under the Ace of Cups let me know that you could be going through problems in your love relationship, with love relationships. Seem like every person that you meet, you could meet somebody, and then next thing you know, it look like it's going good, and then here come problems, right? And that's because the Five of Wands being here with the Devil in the Five of Pentacles means that they want you out in the cold. And that means that they want to stop and block anybody from coming towards you that can help you and that could possibly get you out of this rut that you're in. So that's where the problem is coming from. And it could be somebody who's been doing the work on you. They might have realized that they fucked up, and now they might try to come back and apologize, because it says someone from your past will apologize. They may apologize to you for doing this work on you. I'm not sure, but it could be anybody that's coming back to apologize. But yeah, so Spirit said in the beginning, do not eat from people that they want to put voodoo in your food. So you have to be careful, because this card came out saying they're going to try to put voodoo in your food. And then the Devil came out with the Magician, with the Five of Wands, with the Five of Pentacles, with the Seven of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse. The message is clear that you have to really be careful right now, Aries, because somebody is working on you, and you don't want to eat from people and they get something in your stomach, because if they put it in your food, you're going to get sick, and it's going to be hard for you to come up out of that, right? You don't have a lot of people who really know how to remove voodoo from the stomach unless you go out of the country. Some people do. You have some people here that, but it's hard to find people like that. So just be careful with your food, and be careful with what's going on around you. You've been probably having a lot of bad luck lately. The Ace of Swords is here. So Spirit is saying that something is going to be revealed to you about somebody or something, right? Spirit, the Magician card landed up under the Ace of Swords. So Spirit is saying that you're going to find out who this Magician is and who this person is that's been working against you. And it could be more than one person, because this the Five of Wands represents 5 different people, right? Which means that it could be 2 or 3 other people that's been working against you, and it could have been somebody who's close to you. So the cards that we have on the table, the signs we have on the table is Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn. You got Pisces, Scorpio. You got Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 5 of Pentacles, right? You have on the Wheel of Fortune, you have Aquarius, Aries, Leo, and Scorpio, right? The Magician is the Aquarius card, right? And Ace of Swords, which is air sign, but it's not a person here on that Ace of Swords. So that's what we got for you, Aries. So Aries, just be careful. Spirit is saying have complete faith in God, right? That you got to have complete faith in God that this work don't have no power over you. And the thing about spell work too is that once you find out that somebody is doing spell work on you, it loses its power. It's not as strong as it would have been had you not known. So when you find out that somebody's working against you, then the spirit is not that strong on you as it was. It's still strong, but not as strong as it was. So I hope this helped you. These are your blockages and obstacles. This is what you need to work on removing, and be careful of the people that you got around you, because this could be anybody that's been close to you that you know. And you could tell when people have done something that they weren't supposed to do, because they try to be nice all of a sudden and try to be friendly and shit, but they're dirty. You got to watch them. All right, so this is what we got for you, Aries. That's what your blockages and obstacles are. All right, I hate that it came out like this. I didn't think it was going to come out like this, but I've been getting a message to read these because I've been seeing a lot of people been going through it, and here it is right here. It's showing in the cards. And if you know anything about tarot, you know all the cards here is spell work. And then this do not eat from people voodoo, it's clear. All right, so I hope the reading resonates. If the reading don't resonate, then leave it for somebody else. You have a blessed day and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Aries. Peace. Taurus, what's good, Taurus? Taurus, we're going to find out today what's blocking you, right? We're going to find out what's blocking you from moving forward in life, in whatever area you're trying to move forward in. We're going to find out what's blocking you, right? So we're going to clear the energy. Once we clear the energy, we're going to get started. All right, let's go. Thank you for being here once again. Thank all of you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the comments and everything. All right, so let's get started. I don't have to tell you that I do personal readings. You already know that. And if you're new to the channel, if you watch the intro, you'll see that I do personal readings and other things too. All right, so let's go. So if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then leave it for somebody else. Don't take it with you. All right, Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, remove the barrier. Papa Legba, thank you. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Spirits of my highest and greatest good, Lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages. Archangel Michael, protect us as we channel these messages and give us clear, accurate messages for Taurus, so that we can let Taurus know what Taurus need to see what's blocking them from moving forward. Give us clear, accurate messages, spirits. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so let's see what we got for Taurus. Spirit, show us what is blocking Taurus. So your money obstacles have been removed. It says at the bottom of the deck, money obstacles have been removed. All right, so let's see. Anything else blocking Taurus? Taurus, it says stop cheating. Stop cheating is here on the card. Stop cheating. Cheating on your mate is not honorable. You will end up with a disease that you can't get rid of. All right, Spirit, show us more. So that's a block. An obstacle that's stopping you from moving forward. You're mixing too many energies, too many people energies, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit, show us more. Stop playing the victim. Acknowledge your own wrongs and shortcomings. Accepting them will free you from negativity. So Spirit is saying, stop playing the victim. All right, Spirit, show us more. Thank you, spirits. Build your faith. Believe in the powers of the unseen. Believing in what you can't see will bring you great rewards. Build your faith. All right. A job loss. Your job is coming to an end. Put in resumes now. Play the lottery. You are lucky. Play the lottery. Play your lucky numbers. Your vibration is high and you are manifesting abundance. So losing a job and playing the lottery came out at the same time. So you might get lucky with playing some games of chance or something like that. You might be lucky. Spirit is trying to provide a way for you to get money, because you could feel like you've been blocked financially lately, and that spirit is highlighting that, right? That job is coming to an end, so you need some money coming in from somewhere. So Spirit is saying, play a game or something. Don't get crazy with the games, man. Just try a ticket here and there. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit it, you know when you're lucky, and when you ain't lucky, you can feel it, right? Don't make it a habit, because the system is rigged and it's designed to make a lot of money off of us. So you got to know when to play. You got to know when to play, or you got to do some type of spiritual work in order to be able to play and win. Right? High John the Conqueror. High John the Conqueror is the spirit for gambling, right? With High John the Conqueror, you can take High John the Conqueror and get you a Low John the Conqueror, a High John root, right? Not Low John. Low John is chewing root, and it's called galango, and that's for court cases. But High John root is very good for gambling. If you're gonna gamble, it's good to get you a green flannel bag and get you a High John root, and then call on High John the Conqueror and put you some High John oil on the root with some money oil, and ask Spirit to High John to help you and bless you with a lucky lottery win. And you get a money candle, get you a green money candle and a purple candle, and you dress the purple candle with High John the Conqueror oil, and take a High John root and sit it on the side of that candle, and pray and read Psalm 72. You'll get lucky and win some money. All right, Spirit, show us more what we need to see for TARS, the blockages and obstacles. So Spirit said, playing the victim and cheating, right? And building your faith. Those are blocks causing you to be stagnant. The Hierophant card came out, right? You could be married. Spirit, show us more. Thank you, spirits. Yep. The High Priestess. The High Priestess in reverse, and the Seven of Swords is straight up upright, right? The Seven of Swords is a card of being sneaky. And the High Priestess being in reverse means that you're not using your intuition right now, and that's what's creating a block, because your intuition is not open, and the Seven of Swords being here and it fell under the card, stop playing the victim. It fell under the card, stop playing the victim, right? And so Spirit is telling you to stop cheating and stop playing the victim, and your intuition is blocked. So that's why things have been being blocked for you. All right. You got the Two of Cups here. You got the Two of Cups here, and you got the Eight of Wands, right? The Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands, they was originally in reverse, and I picked them up and turned them over. So the Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands is in reverse. So you could have been having problems in your love life or in your marriage, right? Or problems with the partner that you're with, right? You've been having problems. It's been slow. Things have been slow in healing, right? It's been slow in communication. Y'all probably barely talk to each other about things, right? Because Yeah, the stress card is at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. So you probably could have been stressing about the things that you've been going through with your partner, and because of your partner might be cheating and you cheating too, right? This is the blockage and the obstacle. So somebody you gotta be the one to reverse it, right? And the only way you could reverse it is to stop being sneaky, and no matter what your partner do, you just got to build up the strength to say, you know what, I'm not gonna do what they do, right? If they cheat, then I need to be up out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you holding on to a person that's cheating, and if it's about money, and you holding on to this person because you feel like, well, this person got the money, they can, if I leave this person, I'm gonna be in bad shape. You can't think like that, because spirit will always provide a way for you. God will always provide a way. God or the universe or whatever you want to call it will always provide a way for you. Your ancestors will always provide a way for you to be able to survive and to live and to do better in your life if you cut ties with everything that you know that does not serve you. Once you start letting go of the things that does not serve you anymore, and you don't play the same games that everybody else playing, then your life start taking a different shape. Your life start taking a different shape, a different turn of events start happening. It's an old saying, how can you expect anything different to happen if you keep doing the same thing? You know what I mean? And so you gotta get to that point where you like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna try something different, right? Because that's the only way something different is gonna happen good for you in your life. Yeah, Seven of Wands here. And that's just what I just not said. Standing up for yourself, saying, fuck this shit. If he cheating or she cheating or whatever, I'm out of that bitch. Like, nah, you ain't gonna keep doing me like that. And then I'm cheating because you cheating. Like, man, fuck that. No, I ain't got time for that shit. Seven of Wands popped out. That's exactly what I was just not saying. You know what I'm saying? I cut somebody off who I really cared about, you know what I'm saying? And they were cheating and shit. I was like, man, fuck that. I'm not finna get caught up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I quit. I cut that motherfucker off. And when I cut that person off, it's like everything start changing in my life. Like everything start getting better. You know what I mean? It didn't at first. It took some time for me to heal from it. But, through my healing, I realized that was the greatest decision that I could have ever made, was cut that person off, because that person would have eventually brought me something. I would have ended up getting HIV or getting sick or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't, and I'm blessed, and I'm thankful, and I thank the Holy Spirits and ancestors, archangels, spirit guides, the Orishas. I thank God Almighty that I didn't, because I cut that motherfucker off at the right time. And I could have been in bad shape, man. But I choose me over anything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's just what happened. And now I'm in a better shape. And the same person who's doing that shit they were doing, they doing that now with everybody else that they with, or been with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take a hoe and turn them into a housewife. You know what I mean? Or take a nigga that's a hoe and make him be a house husband or whatever, or a husband or whatever. You know what I mean? If that's just what he gonna do, that's what he gonna do. You gotta let him be who he is, and just, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. I don't want that in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So you got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Swords, Page of Cups here, right? Queen of Swords, Page of Cups. So we got Taurus, we got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, we got Pisces, we got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, right? All right, so let's get more. Spirit, show us more. Yep. Whoa. I'm feeling that devil, boy. Anytime the Seven of Swords is sneaky, being sneaky, and then the Seven of Wands, 7 and 7, 7, 7 is 14. 14, 1 and 5 is change, right? It's change. But then when you got cards around it that's flipped and upside down, you got the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands here, which is in the upright. You got the Page of Cups here. You got the Queen of Swords here, right? You got the Empress card here. You got the Empress card here, and then you got the Devil that popped out, right? So anytime I see an oracle card that comes out talking about something sneaky, right? Or somebody doing something deceptive, or, something like that, that's devil energy. That's toxic devil energy. That's toxic energy. So when I see that, and then I see the Seven of Swords come out with the Oracle card that talks about being sneaky, and the Oracle cards come out, then it let me know, okay, yeah, this is some devil energy. This is some toxic shit, right? And then I see the Seven of Wands here, where, you know, Spirit tell me, listen, this person got what they need to be doing is standing up for themselves and not taking the bullshit, like walking away from it, like, man, fuck that. I'm good by myself. I could do bad by myself. I don't need no motherfucker, somebody else to help me do bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point, is that, you know, if you're trying to rise up and you got somebody who low vibration, then that shit ain't gonna work. You know, or either you just gonna stay low vibration with them. Both of y'all gonna stay tied to this devil energy. You know, and so that's what Spirit is saying, because once you walk away from everything that don't no longer serve you, then you step into the abundant energy. Once this high priestess goes in the upright, right, which means build your faith, right? You build your faith. The high priestess card is right under the build your faith card. It's right under the build your faith card, and the high priestess is in reverse. So Spirit is saying that right now, you probably having a lack of faith, you know, about things changing and getting better in your life. But Spirit is saying it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, but you're living in a toxic cycle right now. You're in a toxic cycle, so you got to do something to get out of this toxic cycle. So that's your blocks and your obstacles. That's what Spirit is saying your blocks and obstacles are. Is you staying in a relationship that you know is toxic and you choosing to be there for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I know it's easier said than done. I done been there and done that. You know, it's easier said than done, man. But if you don't do it, then the tower moment is going to hit. And if a tower moment hit, it could end up being worse than what you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Even though a tower is a good thing, but it could be worse because you weren't prepared for it. But if you prepare yourself for it and you move forward and start making the changes you need to make right now, then the tower, you'll avoid the tower, which would be good. And that blocking the obstacle will be removed because you remove it yourself and not let the universe remove it. Because the universe remove the blocking the obstacle out the way, sometimes it hurt because it be, you know, at the last minute, shit start happening and we like, oh shit, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, now you got to try to figure things out. But if you go ahead and plan to get up out of the situation and you start working towards what you need to do to get out of the situation, you'll be good. All right, so this is what we got for you, Taurus. Take heed to what Spirit is saying. You know, I'm not accusing anybody of anything with the cheating and all of that shit. Like, hey, we done all been there. We done all done some shit we wasn't supposed to do. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? But once you see it and you know what you got to do, then you just got to make the changes within yourself to do better. Because when you know better, you do better. If you don't know none of this shit, then I don't expect for you to do better. Nobody would expect for you to do better. You know, so that's just what it is. All right, y'all have a great day. If the reading resonate, once again, hit the like. If it don't, leave it for somebody else. And thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Peace. Gemini, what's good, Gemini? Gemini, we're going to get it in. We're going to see what's blocking you, what blocks and obstacles are standing in the way of you progressing, right? What is stopping you from moving forward in your life? It could be financially. It could be with work. It could be with a mate. It could be with anything, right? But we're going to find out what blocks and obstacles that you have in your life and the reason why you can't move forward. So, all right. So you already know the drill. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And we're going to clear the energy first. And once we clear the energy, then we'll move forward. All right, let's go. All right. Papa Legba. Thank you, Papa Legba. Papa Legba, open the barrier, Papa Legba. Remove the barrier, Papa Legba, so that I can pass through. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestor Spirits of my highest and greatest good. Laws of my highest and greatest good. Guardian Angels, I call on you and I ask you to protect us as we channel these messages. Protect the portal so that nothing can come through that may interfere with the reading. Protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil entities, dark forces, and anything that may try and block us as we read these cards. Give us clear, accurate messages for Gemini so that Gemini will know what is blocking them so that they can move forward. Thank you, spirits. All right, let's see what we got for you, Gemini. Let's see what is blocking you, Gemini. And one thing about it, Gemini, you should know I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna tell you no bullshit. So if you're doing some shit you don't supposed to be doing, I'ma say it. I don't care how you take it, man. I gotta deliver the messages. When spirits want me to deliver a message, I gotta deliver it, no matter how it looks. If the cards show it, I gotta show you what the cards say. If it's good, I'm gonna tell you that. If it's fucked up, I'm gonna tell you that too. So, all right, spirits, let's go. All right, spirits, show us what we need to see for Gemini. What is blocking Gemini? It says a love interest is only using you to get ahead. At the bottom of the deck, a love interest is only using you to get ahead. This person is taking advantage of your kind nature. This is toxic. You must cut them off. So you got somebody in your energy, Gemini, that's using you to get ahead. They could be using you financially, or they living on you, living in your place or whatever. Yeah. So we got surrender to the will of the universe. This is the second time this card, second or third, second time this card has came out, right? Have complete faith in God, the Holy Spirit's ancestor spirit guides, and angels, that everything will be great. That's what you got, Gemini. Surrender to the will of the universe. So spirits are saying you got to up your faith. You got to up your faith. Spirit, show us more. What else Gemini need to see? You will be wealthy later in life. You will be wealthy within the next 10 years. You will be wealthy later in life. So maybe there's some blocks and obstacles that's blocking your wealth right now, Gemini. So it could be your faith or the way you view money. Sometimes we say things to people like, we might say, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. You know what I mean? You could have money and trying to hide it, or somebody could ask you for some money and you can be like, man, I ain't got it. I'm broke. I was just talking to a friend about this today. And sometimes we create those blockages and obstacles. When we say those things, we create blocks and obstacles for ourselves, or how we view money. If we view money like, I don't care nothing about the money. A lot of times people say that. I don't care about the money. I don't really care nothing about the money. When you say that, then shit, you can't expect for the money to come to you. Money comes to people who know how to value the money, you know? All right. Thank you, spirits. It says, you are about to connect with your true soulmate. The universe is connecting you with your true soulmate. All right. It says, put yourself first to prevent a downfall. If you keep putting other needs before your own, you will experience a major downfall. A lover is regretting that they let you go. Someone is crying over you and desperate to get you back. So that could be a blockage, an obstacle. Putting yourself first to prevent a downfall. And this past lover who's holding on to you, they could be in your energy. And if they have blockages and obstacles and they're in your energy, that's why it's important to do cord cutting, right? Cord cutting is very important because you cut people out of your energy who is holding on to you, and they may have problems in their life, blockages, obstacles, and money moving slow, and their love life all fucked up. And then they holding on to you. And when they hold on to you, you also is connected to that type of vibration, that type of frequency, right? Because it's a frequency. That's what it is. It says, pay attention to your dreams and write them down. There's a message in your dreams. The message will help you on your path. So yeah, your blockages and obstacles is putting yourself first, right? Surrender to the will of the universe, trusting and believing wholly in God or the spirits or the ancestors or whatever, right? And putting yourself first and this lover who is connected to you. So someone connected to you is possibly draining your energy too, which is creating a block. Energy vampires, people who are energy vampires, they create blocks and obstacles for us. So we have to cut them off. And when you don't cut them off, you wonder why things don't go the way you want it to go. It seems like nothing is going the way you want it to go. It's because you got too many people in your energy pulling and tugging on you. Or it could just be one person, right? That has bad karma. They have bad karma and they connected to you. And they in your energy and you don't want to cut them off. So you reap their energy too, their karma too. Yeah, and that's crazy. I cut the fucking cards on the 4 wands and the Ace of Cups. 8 of Cups. I'm sorry, 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups and the 4 wands. Walking away from this, right? It could be a live-in situation. And I just said that earlier. You could have somebody that you're living with or in a relationship with, and you're living with this person. Spirit is telling you you need to walk away from it. You need to walk away from the home and everything. Start over. Start all over again. If this is somebody you're connected to, where it says, put yourself first to prevent a downfall. If you keep putting others' needs before your own, you will experience a major downfall. Right? This could be a lover that you're connected to, that you're putting their needs before your own, and it's causing you to have blockages. So there's multiple messages coming through right now to me. So it could be a number of different Geminis that this message is for, not just one. Well, whatever. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for Gemini. The blockages and obstacles Gemini facing. Got the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups is an apology. Small offer, right? All right, Spirit, show us more. King of Wands came out in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, Spirit, show us more. Death card. Transformation. And that's what I was saying. Walking away from it. Walking away from it. You got to walk away from it. Got to walk away from it. The death card here is transformation. Yep. Yep. Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. You got the 10 of Cups here. I said walking away from a home. The 8 of Cups, he was walking away from the four wands. The home with the 4 wands was on one side, and then the 8 of Cups was on the other side. And here's the family card right here. Right? The home life. Right? The mate, the children, and everything right on this card. Yep, 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is in reverse. 3 of Swords, so you're in a possible healing stage right now. And that's why Spirit is saying that it's got to be a transformation. You're going through a transformation. So leaving everything behind. Don't leave the fucking kids behind. I ain't telling you to leave the kids behind, but, you know, the relationship or whatever. Yep, 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some sneaky shit been going on. Yep. So you got to walk away from that. Because that's your block. That's the blocking obstacle. It could be you got the Knight of Swords here. So what we have is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, show us more. Thank you, spirits. Got the 8 of Wands that came out, right? Spirit is telling me you got 2 fast cards that came out back to back. You got the Knight of Swords, Swords that came out, and you got the 8 of Wands that came out. Both of those are fast moving cards, right? And it came out after the 3 of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is telling me that you need to move away from this fast, right? Because you're healing fast. This transformation is happening in your life fast. So you need to move away from anything and everything that does not serve you. You need to move away from it fast, right? And you need to go into hermit mode. You need to go into hermit mode. And you could have been feeling this lately, like you need to separate yourself from people and separate yourself from a lot of different things that's going on in your life. Yeah, because you're healing. That's the truth. The Ace of Swords came out. Yep. It's time to move away from it. Page of Swords here, right? The Page of Swords here. So Spirit is saying that the Page of Swords fell up under the Death card, right? You got Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? This past lover that's regretting that they let you go. This past person who regret that they let you go, they're watching you. They're stalking you. Yeah. But they can feel that you're about to step into a true soulmate connection. That's why spirits want you to walk away from whatever that's blocking you right now. Spirits want you to walk away from it because spirit is lining up a true soulmate connection for you. You have a true soulmate connection coming, and spirits is telling you that you need to walk away from everything right now. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's time for you to cut your emotions off right now and standing and being that Knight of Swords, quick to take action and not be emotional. Six of Swords here. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords came out, moving away from it. So Spirit is saying you move away from this, whatever this is that's blocking you, and then everything else opens up. You get an Ace of Pentacles and you get an Ace of Cups at the same time. So you get money and new love. It says true soulmate coming here, and then they got the money right there, the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity for you to have new love, new money, and then you got a Page of Pentacles here bringing you another offer. So Spirit is saying that once you start moving away from whatever this is, this relationship that's blocking you, or this live-in situation. You could be in a relationship with somebody and y'all live together, and it could be like a roommate situation. There's no passion, there's no love, there's no nothing there. It's just like you just living with somebody, and it could be because of finances that y'all living together still. But the relationship is not working, but you're trying to keep from, being homeless or being out on the street or trying to find another opportunity to have somewhere to live or whatever. But Spirit is telling you to surrender to the will of the universe and trust and believe that everything is going to be all right and that you're going to have somewhere to stay. You're not going to be on the street. You're not going to be broke. What's going to happen is everything is going to shift and your finances is going to start getting better. Because you have here, your finances is going to start getting better. And not only is your finances going to start getting better, but you're going to meet your true soulmate. So that's what Spirit is telling you you got to do in order, because that's the blockage. That's the obstacle, is this person that you're with, or this person that is holding on to you. So if you're in a relationship, it's the person that you're currently in a relationship with that's a blocking obstacle, and you can feel it too. The energy is just not the same as it was when you first got with the person or whatever. Is people change over time, man, and sometimes, man, people who it start out, you can't see the red flags because you so busy want to be in a relationship, or you really want to be in love or whatever, and you miss the red flags, but they always been there. But Spirit is telling you to move away from it, because once you move away from it, then everything will open up for you. Your true soulmate to come in, and the money will start flowing in for you. All right, so that's what we got for you, Gemini. That's what your blocking obstacle is. If the reading resonate, then hit the like. If it don't, leave it for somebody else. Thank you all for being here once again. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe. I would appreciate it greatly. All right, y'all have a great day, great blessed day. All right, thank you very much, and peace. Cancer, what's good, Cancer? Cancer, we're going to find out today, Cancer, what blocks and obstacles are in your way. What's stopping you from moving forward in your life? You could feel like you're stuck, or you feel like something is in the way, or something is stopping you from making the money that you need to make, or something is stopping you from having the type of love that you want in your life or whatever. We're going to find out what those blocks and obstacles are and what you need to do in order to move past it, right? In order to overcome those blocks and obstacles. So that's what we got for you. We're going to clear the energy, Cancer. And after we clear the energy, we'll move forward. All right, Papa Legba. Papa Legba, thank you, Papa Legba. Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, remove the barrier, Papa Legba, so that I can pass through. Papa Legba, thank you. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit, Orishas, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, lords of my highest and greatest good. I ask you to protect us as we channel these messages for Cancer. Protect us as we channel these messages for Cancer. Protect the portal so that no negative forces or evil entities or anything dark can come through and hinder the reading. Protect us from all spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil entities, dark forces, and anything that may try and block the reading. Thank you very much. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, give us clear, accurate messages for Cancer. Thank you. What's the block and obstacle that's preventing the block and obstacle preventing Cancer from moving forward? Plan your future or you will fail, or you will fail. Plan your future or you will fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Time is valuable. Use it wisely. Is at the bottom of the deck, Cancer. All right, Spirit, show us. Wow, that's fast. Blocks and obstacles. Your love life is blocked. Someone has done spell work to block your love life. That's what we got, Cancer. Somebody been doing spell work on you to block your love life. Your love life is blocked. Clear the clutter from your home and burn sage. Clearing the clutter from your home and burning sage will remove all negativity. You will think clearer. Now, both of these cards came out together, and it's been a long time since I seen this clear the clutter, burn sage, and all of that. Both of these cards came out together, so Spirit is saying that you got spell work on you. That's the reason why your road is blocked, why things is blocked and obstacles are in your way, and nothing is seen to be going good for you when it comes to either your finances or your love life. It says your love life is blocked, right? All right. So let's see. Spirit, show us more. You could be doing good financially, but your love is in shit, right? And all right, let's see. Time to shine. You have star qualities. Now it's time to shine in the spotlight, build a public figure career. All right. You are with your twin flame. You are united with your twin flame. Ask the universe to help balance this relationship. That could be the problem too. It's because when people know that you have a twin flame connection, that you're in a twin flame connection, people start working against that. They don't want to see you with your twin flame, because a twin flame dynamic is one of the most powerful dynamics that a person could be in when it comes to a soul connection, right? A lot of times the twin flame, people say it all the time that twin flames won't work, but sometimes they will work. It just depends on whether or not your twin flame has elevated and whether or not you've elevated. If you both have gone through the dark night of the soul and you both have realized that, okay, yeah, I was wrong for this and I was wrong for that or whatever, and you mature, then you can be together. It'll work. But it takes a lot of patience and time and energy and trust, The bottom of the deck says, burn Palo Santo to give you positive energy. Palo Santo will help you fight against negative energies and negative thoughts. So Cancer, you keep getting a lot of cards about negative energies, right? About negative energies. You got your love life is blocked. Somebody did spell work. You got clear the clutter, burn sage, and then you got burn Palo Santo at the bottom of the deck. It's no coincidence. So it's time for you. Okay, money obstacles have been removed. That's just what I just said. I just said you could be doing okay financially, but your love life is in shit, right? Your love life is shitty right now. And I just said that, right? So your money obstacles have been removed. So you don't have any money blocks right now. It's just the love blocks, right? Because somebody did spell work on your love life. They didn't target your money, they targeted your love life. They wanted to break you and the person up because you have a twin flame dynamic. They don't want to see you with your twin flame. So it says, follow the intuition and listen to your follow your intuition and listen to your inner voice. Meditate to connect with your spirit guides. They will guide you to the right path. So you need to meditate and let spirits guide you on what you need to do in order to get rid of these spells that's been cast on you, right? Spirit is telling you to meditate and let them guide you to do whatever's necessary in order to unblock your love life, to remove the spells and curses from your love life. All right, so let's see what tarot shows us. Yep, Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I ain't even shuffled the deck yet, but the Six of Cups is at the bottom. That's a soulmate connection. Yep, soulmate connection, which is your twin flame. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, orishas, loas, oh my highest and greatest good, ancestors of my highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see for Cancer in the tarot. Show us in the tarot what we need to see for Cancer. Give us clear, accurate messages to help Cancer overcome these blocks and obstacles. Thank you, spirits. All right. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. What blocks and obstacles? Strength. You've been fighting through it, though. You've been fighting through it. You've been fighting through it. You've probably been getting in arguments with your mate or whatever and going through some trouble at home with your mate or whatever, but you've been fighting through it because you've been knowing you need to hold on for whatever reason, but you just haven't been wanting to let go because that's your twin flame. So twin flame dynamics is very strong, right? Yep. Seven of Swords with the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles on the top, Tower, Seven of Swords. Yep. Tower, Seven of Swords. They came out like this, so it was more in the upright than it was in reversal. I would have took it in reversal if it was all the way sideways, like reversed. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles is a soulmate connection, which is a dynamic, a twin flame dynamic. They mirror each other. They mirror each other. Yep. We got the Queen of Pentacles on the table and the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. See, people know that if you make this twin flame relationship work, your money, everything goes up. You become abundant, you become stable, you become financially successful. The love is off the chain, off the charts or whatever. But they want to create a tower moment for you. That's why that Seven of Swords and that Tower card is there. Fool. The Fool card, new beginning, new journey, right? So you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio. Spirit, show us more about these blocks and obstacles. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands here. This person who doing these blocks and obstacles could be a fire sign. Or could be an air sign. Right? Yeah. It could be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn too. Strength card came back out again. I showed it to you at the bottom of the deck. Now it came out on the table. And the strength card fell under the card. Follow your intuition and listen to your inner voice. So Spirit is saying that you have a strong intuition and you need to start following that intuition, right? This Queen of Wands is up under money blocks. Money obstacles have been removed. So you could know somebody who's a Queen of Wands who may be a high priestess, or she practiced voodoo, she practiced some type of witchcraft or something, and maybe you went to her to get the money obstacles and blockages removed, right? And it says you are with your twin flame, and you got the Fool here that fell under the you are with your twin flame, right? So Spirit is saying that you have a new journey with your twin flame, right? And that you need to try and make this twin flame relationship work. So it says ask the universe to help balance this relationship, right? Yeah. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're going to celebrate too, once this spell work has been removed from you. And you could have been feeling like you got some spell work on you too. The Death card and the Knight of Cups came out in reverse. Death and Knight of Cups in reverse, right? All right. So the Death card is in reverse under the Seven of Swords. The Death card in reverse under the Seven of Swords, right? The Knight of Cups is in reverse under the Love Life is blocked, right? It says your love life is blocked. The first card that came out, the Knight of Cups in reverse fell up under that, right? So Spirit is saying that your love life is blocked. And the reason why, because you haven't put an end to the sneakiness, which is the spell work that they've been doing on your love life. You haven't put an end to it yet. So once you put an end to the spell work being cast on you, your love life, then the tower being here will actually be in reverse, right? Because you got Tower that fell up under Time to Shine, right? So we're going to see what card comes under the Tower card, right? Let's see. You got the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? Spirit, show us more. And it fell right on top of the Tower. Flipped right on top of the Tower. Yep, and I said that they was trying to cause hardship to your love life and your stability. Because if they affect your love life, it affects your money. And if they affect your money, it affects your love life. But you've been blessed to be stable financially because your money obstacles been removed. So whatever you might have did or went to see somebody or something to get the money obstacles removed, you should have had the love obstacles removed too, right? Because this tower is going to affect your home life. That's why you have the Four of Wands there. Right, so the Tower, the Four of Wands fell right up under the Tower card. So that means that it's going to be, and the King of Pentacles is back at the bottom of the deck again. And I've been shuffling them. Let's see. Spirit, show us more. Sun card. So yeah, the sun is going to come out and shine on this. The sun is up under the Fool card and the Twin Flame card. So that means that the twin flame dynamic, it will work for you, and that you're going to have a new beginning in love with your twin flame, right? And things are going to change dramatically once you remove this spell on your love life. All right. Yep. That's what I just said. The Victory card. So the Sun card came out. The Sun card came out under the Twin Flame card, and the Six of Wands came out under the Money Obstacles Been Removed card. So you're about to get some type of public recognition or success in your money or in your work. So that's good. That's good. So the only thing blocked for you is your money, is your love life, not your money. I'm sorry. The only thing that's blocked for you is your money. And that's what not, I keep saying money. Your money is not blocked. Your money is not blocked, but your love life is blocked, right? And that's the only thing that's blocked for you is your love life. And you're gonna have it unblocked, right? You're going to get it unblocked, and the sun is going to come out for your relationship with your twin flame. And you got the two of Pentacles here, right? Which Two of Pentacles could mean juggling, but it could also mean balancing, right? Balancing. Because if you look at the card, right? You look at the card, he is on one foot and he's balancing the Two Pentacles while he's on one foot. So for me, the Two of Pentacles is a card of balance and not juggling. It depends on other cards that comes out with the Two of Pentacles that let me know whether it's juggling or not, right? But in your situation, it's not juggling. You're not juggling anything financially or anything, or not even a relationship, because I don't see any third party relationship or anything like that, right? So it's just the spell work that's been happening in your life, people doing spell work on you, but that's going to become balanced, because after the death card, you got the death card in reverse, right? So once you do what you need to do to get the spell work off you, then the death will turn into upright, which means that it'll be a transformation from that point on, and then you'll go into a happy Four of Wands with the Sun card and the Six of Wands, and then the balance, right? Which means your love life and your finances will be completely balanced. So that's what I got for you, Cancer. So Cancer, take heed to what's being said. Do whatever you got to do to see somebody or whatever. Or if you know how to get it off yourself, you need to be working on that, getting it off you. And when they did whatever work they did, they probably put it on more than likely, because when they block your love life like that, most of the time they work on you and your twin flame. They do work on your twin flame and they do work on you at the same time. And the reason why is because they know that if they just do the work on you and you remove it, then your twin flame dynamic works out. But if they put the work on you and they put the work on your twin flame, then it's extra work that needs to be done. But most of the time, in twin flame, the twin flame might be like, I don't want to do that. I don't feel like nobody got nothing on me. Your partner might not even feel like nothing is on them, but you telling them like, listen, somebody done did something to try and fuck us up, but they don't be wanting to listen all the time. So then that would cause the twin flame dynamic not to work, because you both got something on you and one person want to get it off, but the other person don't want to get it off. So when you got somebody that you with and they believe the same thing that you believe, then it's easier, because they'll be like, okay, you know what, maybe he right, or maybe she right. Let me go see somebody. Let's go see somebody and let's get this shit worked out. You know what I'm saying? And y'all get that shit up off of you. So yeah, that's why they work on both of y'all at the same time, so that they can keep you fucked up, or make one want to argue with the other one. Like, you get the shit off of you, and now this person is still arguing with you about shit because they got that bad spirit on them. So you got to get it off of them too. So all right, that's what I got for you, Cancer. Take heed, and if the reading resonate, hit the like button, and if the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. And if it resonate, you'll know, because you like, damn, that's the same shit I've been going through. Like, I've been feeling like something is wrong. You'll feel it intuitively. You'll know. And you got a strong intuition, so you just need to listen to your intuition. All right, so that's what we got for you, Cancer. You have a great day, and be blessed. Peace. Leo, what's good, Leo? Leo, we're going to find out what blockages and obstacles that you have preventing you from moving forward, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to consult the oracles and do tarot, because you could have many blockages, or it could be one or two, or something you may be doing, or something that may be preventing you from moving forward. It could be somebody or anything, right? So we're going to clear the energy, and once we clear the energy, then we're going to pull the cards and see what the cards got. All right, you know the drill. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Every reading is not for everybody. All right, so let's go. All right, Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, remove the barrier to the spirit realm so that I can pass through. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit, Orishas, archangels, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages. Protect us as we channel these messages. Protect the portal. so that no dark evil entities or dark forces may interfere with the reading. Give us clear, accurate messages, and protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, and anything that someone may try and send our way. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. All right. Ancestor spirits, ancestors, show us what we need to see, ancestors, for Leo. What blockages and obstacles Leo may have that is preventing Leo from moving forward. All right, so Leo, it says at the bottom of the deck, you will meet someone wealthy. You will form a relationship with someone wealthy who will be your ally. All right, so that's the side note for you, Leo. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for Leo, spirits. Show us what we need to see for Leo. What blockages and obstacles. All right. So, Spirit is saying redirection to a new path. The universe has changed your course of direction to a path that will take you to greatness. Redirection to a new path, Leo. So, Leo, Spirit is orchestrating something right now. This is a blockage and obstacle right here. It says a woman is trying to cause problems for you. There's a very treacherous and envious woman trying to cause problems in your life. So there's a woman trying to cause you problems, and you could consciously know this, or intuitively you know this, or maybe you've had a run-in with somebody. Because it says fake friends are jealous of you and are gossiping behind your back. They see your gifts and talents. You are not one of them. Give yourself some distance to succeed, right? So Spirit is saying that that you have fake friends who are around you. It also says your job is a toxic environment and you must find other employment. If you stay on a toxic job, you will miss your opportunity to make more money. Toxicity is a hindrance. So Spirit is saying that your job is toxic and you got fake friends around you, and these could be friends on the job too also as well. And those are blockages and obstacles that are in your way. But Spirit is redirecting your path. So maybe people see this, that you got good things that's happening for you, and they're trying to create these blocks and obstacles for you. It says burn Palo Santo to give you positive energy. Burn Palo Santo. It says Palo Santo will help you fight against negative energies and negative thoughts, right? So Palo Santo will help you. So that's what we got. We're going to pull the tarot, and we're going to see what tarot says about these fake friends and these blockages and obstacles. These people trying to cause you problems. So let's see what we got. All right, Spirit guides, ancestors, orishas, archangels, show us what we need to see in the tarot. Spirits, give us clear, accurate messages for Leo. So let's see what we got. I get it too, Leo, that you could be feeling stuck right now. You could be feeling stuck. Maybe stuck on this job because you know that the job is a toxic job. I just said, damn, that's crazy. I just said you could be feeling stuck. And the Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck after I cut the cards. After I cut the card, I said cut the cords. So you might need to do a cord cutting. You might need to do a cord cutting, Leo. As soon as I said feeling stuck, this Eight of Swords went to the bottom of the deck. So that's a fact that you could be feeling stuck right now. All right, so that's the blockage. That's a blockage and an obstacle. So let's see what else comes out. Okay, Hangman. Hangman is another card of being stuck. Hangman is another card of being stuck. So you just feeling stuck all the way around the board. But you're about to be celebrating soon. You got the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. All right. Yep, and I said at work, and he's at work working, the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, so this person who's trying to cause you problems is on your job. Fake friends on the job. Yep, it concerns your money. Maybe you just moved up in a position, or you've been trying to get a new position. You could have possibly put in for a new position or something on your job, and they know that you put in for the position. They don't want you to get the position, so they playing dirty. Yep. Yep. But the Wheel of Fortune turned over and flipped over in your favor, and the Six of Swords, right? So the Wheel of Fortune flipped over upright. It's not in reverse, and the Six of Swords is not in reverse. So you're going to be moving away from possibly this job and getting a new job somewhere else. Yeah. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck means that you stand in your ground. You stand in your ground. We got the Three of Swords here, right? You got the Three of Swords here with the Hermit, right? So you could have went through a heartbreak also as well, and now you're in hermit mode, right? Or you're about to go into hermit mode. You could have possibly been being to yourself, staying to yourself, because you're the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, right? Because you've been going through a lot. So, but this Wheel of Fortune is about to turn in your favor, and the Six of the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords is right there, and the Strength card popped out, right? So you're going to be moving away from this job, and you're going to be strong enough to endure through this heartache that you went through. And you could have been in a relationship with somebody on a job too, and maybe you were in a relationship with somebody on a job, and the females on the job know about the relationship, so they could have been trying to cause problems for you because of that. Or fake friends on your job, or people that you work with that you consider to be your friends. You probably go out with them and stuff like that. They probably knew about the relationship that you had with somebody on the job, and the breakup or the heartache, and this person had you in a third party relationship, right? Or either if they didn't know, if it's not somebody you was working with, if it wasn't somebody you was working with and having a relationship with, it could be one of these people who you thought were your friends, that you told them about the heartbreak and the relationship and the cheating that happened. And because of that, they've been gossiping behind your back, because it says fake friends are jealous of you and are gossiping behind your back. They like to see you go through shit. So they've been trying to cause problems for you for that. And the Moon popped out. So it's something that's hidden. It's something that's hidden. We'll clarify the Moon to find out what it is that's hidden. But the Moon card fell right under the Six of Swords card. So Spirit is saying that you're going to be moving away from this job to a new job possibly, and you don't see it yet. It's hidden from you. You don't know that you might be possibly getting a new job. Yeah, the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're really good at your job. You're good at what you do on your job. The Queen of Wands is a dynamic type of queen. The Queen of Wands is very dynamic. So the Queen of Wands is very intelligent, very sharp, very creative. The Queen of Wands look good. And the Queen of Wands is actually your card too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? And so we got Pisces, we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, we got Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio, and we got your card here, and we got Virgo here, right? And then the Strength, is your card, and then the Moon, which is Pisces again, right? All right, so let's see. Let's see what else comes out. All right, yep, Chariot. So you got two cards. You got two cards here. You could be manifesting a move, right? You could be manifesting a move, or you could be manifesting a breakthrough, because this Magician card came and fell right under the Wheel of Fortune, right? So what you're doing is you're manifesting fortune into your life, and you're manifesting fortunate events to happen in your life. But you've been feeling stuck, so that's why you've been putting all your energy into trying to manifest a change. But destiny is here, because the Wheel of Fortune is destiny. But this Chariot card means moving away, moving forward, right? Nothing can stop the Chariot, and the Chariot fell right under the Three of Swords, right? So which means that you're moving away from a heartbreak. You're healing from the heartbreak and moving away from it. And so what I want to do is clarify this moon card. We're going to clarify this moon, and we're going to find out why this moon is here, because this moon is something that's hidden about you moving away from something, right? About you moving away from the job, actually, because the moon is right up under the Six of Swords and the Fake Friends card, which deals with your work, because you got two cards. One is a woman trying to cause problems, and then the fake friends are right next to each other. The Eight of Pentacles is under the woman trying to cause problems. The fake friends are also connected to the job and you moving away from it. So let's see what the cards show for the clarification on the moon, right? So spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, orishas, show us what we need to see for this moon card for Leo. All right. Let me get these cards right, because these cards here are very slippery, right? So we're going to see what we got. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for the moon. Clarify the moon. Why is the moon card here for the work, Spirits? Thank you, Spirits. All right, so the moon card is clarified by the Four of Cups, right? The moon card is clarified by the Four of Cups. Why the Four of Cups? So this may be, the Four of Cups is the hand of God coming out, giving a cup, right? Which means an opportunity. But you don't see the opportunity because you're too busy focused on the three cups that are in front of you, which means that, you know, your focus is not on the spirit coming, giving you a cup from out of the sky, right? So you don't see this cup coming, this opportunity. So spirits are saying, yeah, that's what I was about to say too. Spirits are saying that you're moving away from, possibly moving away from this job, getting a new job, right? And the Ace of Swords popped out, right? The Ace of Swords, that's the truth. But not only is that the truth, you're going to find out a truth about the job and maybe the fake friends and people that are on the job that have been gossiping behind your back, right? And then you got the Queen of Swords. We just saw the Queen of Swords in the other deck. That was at the bottom. We saw the Queen of Swords, and we got the Queen of Swords here, the King of Wands here, right? We got the Queen of Swords, King of Wands here, and then we got the King of Cups here, right? So it's a possibility that this new opportunity that's coming to you is going to involve a Queen of Wands, a King of Wands, a Queen of Cups, a King of Cups, a King of Wands, and a Queen of Swords. So I look at these cards as being three superiors, right? So this could be a company that you will be working for when you move away from this new company. When you find out the truth about what's going on or whatever, and you decide to move away from it, the tower didn't come out. So I don't see a tower moment happening. I just see you manifesting a change, and this change that you're manifesting is going to involve your work because you're trying to manifest an opportunity for you to move forward, right? Because you know you've been blocked. You've been feeling that you've been blocked intuitively. You know you're blocked, and you haven't been seeing things move forward in your life. So you're going to get a new opportunity, and it's going to be a good one. And the reason why it's going to be a good one, because you got a Queen of Wands, you got a Queen of Swords here who is going to be fair with you on this new in this new job, new opportunity. You got a King of Wands here, right? Which is going to see the creativeness in you and what you do for your work that's going to help you. That's this King of Wands. This King of Wands is going to help you secure this position some type of way. I don't know if the King of Wands might tell you, put the application in. Go ahead and put the application in, and I'm going to review it, right? And then the King of Wands might take it to the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords may look at it and say, okay, yeah, this person has the requirements and the level of skill that we're looking for. And then the King of Cups is one that's going to say, okay, yeah, this person will be good, because the King of Cups is one who's compassionate. So the King of Cups is going to say, okay, maybe these people may know about the current job that you're on, or either when you put in the resume, they may call them to find out what type of worker you are or whatever, and the other job might not want to give you a good reference or whatever, but this King of Cups is going to be the one that's going to say, okay, yeah, this person, let's try this person out because this person got a lot of skill. The Queen of Swords is going to say, yeah, this person is very, very skillful and knowledgeable, and the King of Wands is going to be the one that stamp it, right? Because the King of Wands is going to say, yeah, we need this person because this person, it could be anything. It could be any type of creativeness that you do. You could be a social media marketer. You could work in some type of sales, marketing, or something like that. Or you could be in the medical industry or something like that. That's just what I'm seeing, right? I'm just seeing those careers, possibly. But yeah, so you're going to start moving forward. So don't worry about anything because the blockages and the obstacles, you got the Magician here. So whatever you're manifesting is going to come true, because it came out with the Chariot card. So you're going to move forward through these blockages and obstacles. It may seem hard right now, but you'll get over it. All right, so that's what we got for you, Leo. I hope everything resonates. If it don't resonate, you already know, don't take it. Leave it for somebody else because it ain't your reading. And if it ain't your reading, then just let it go. It'll be another one day. It might not be your day. All right, so that's what we got for you, Leo. You all have a great day and be blessed. And thank you for watching, and peace. Virgo, what's good, Virgo? Virgo, we're going to find out what kind of blockages and obstacles that you have that's standing in the way of you moving forward. There could be something you're trying to move forward in. It could be moving forward with a new job or a new home, or, buying a new home or buying a new car, or, love. It could be anything that you're trying to move forward in and you seem to be stuck, right? Or you seem like you have blockages and obstacles. Right, so we're going to find out what those blockages and obstacles are and what you need to do to move forward, and we're going to see how you're going to get through those blockages and obstacles. All right, so we're going to clear the energy first. We're going to clear the energy, and after we clear the energy, we'll do the reading. All right. All right, you already know if the reading don't resonate, don't take it. Leave it for somebody else. It's not your reading. Papa leg by. Papa leg by. Open the barrier. Papa leg by. Remove the barrier. Papa leg by. So that I can pass through. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestor Spirits of my highest and greatest good, Lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages. Protect the portals so that no evil force, dark entity, or negative energy may pass through and interrupt this reading. Protect us from all negative forces, all spells, hexes, and curses, or any evil entity or person, any evil eye, or anything that may be targeted towards us while we do this reading. Protect us from it and give us clear, accurate messages for Virgo. Thank you, spirits. All right. All right, spirits, show us what we need to see for Virgo. Spirits, what blockages and obstacles are in Virgo's way? The bottom of the deck says, new people will come into your life and help you. The universe is providing help for you on this path. This will make the journey on your path easier. So that's what we got, Virgo, at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. That's fast. Virgo, Spirit says your health needs attention. As you know, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you anything about anything health-wise, right? Spirit says you need to immediately see a doctor about your health. I get that you could be stressing a lot lately. Maybe your cortisol level is high. Maybe you could have been having pain in your body, having pain, some type of joint pain or something like that. Muscle pain, muscle spasms, right? All right, so it says fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams. Fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams. So that's a blockage, right? Stand up for yourself and stop being too soft. You are too soft and people are taking advantage of you. Stand up for yourself. I get it that this could be family that's doing that to you. You will soon connect with your soul family. You will soon connect with your soul family. You are vibrating high and will soon connect with your soul family. They have the same spiritual energy as you. And I didn't read the bottom of fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams. It says chakra healing and shadow work will help you overcome the dark forces of fear and anxiety. So, and I said stressing, that you could be stressing about something, and then that came out, right? Okay, plan your future or you will fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Time is valuable. Use it wisely, right? All right, so let's see what the tarot tells us about what blockages and obstacles you may have, right? All right, let's see. Somebody here could have possibly just had a surgery. Seeing back surgery, maybe. Yeah, back surgery. All right, spirits. Somebody here been thinking about the dermatologist lately too. Going to the dermatologist. You could have acne real bad and you're trying to go to the dermatologist about that. All right. Fear is a negative energy, so it's a negative low vibration. So you could be around people or you have somebody from your past who's been projecting their insecurities onto you and creating, trying to create fear, right? Whether intentionally or unintentionally. Dark forces and evil spirits, they work through people. And, you know, sometimes we have anxiety and things like that, but it don't be from us. It be from these dark entities that's being projected onto us from other people, right? Yep. Any type of sickness or disease or anything, you know, related to sickness is dark spirits, dark energy, low vibration energy, right? Spirit, show us what we need to see for. Show us what we need to see for Virgo. In the tarot, blockages and obstacles. So you got the 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit said to stand up for yourself, right? So if you're not standing up for yourself, then that is a blockage in itself because you block yourself from moving forward. And the reason why is because the universe only allows you to move forward when you have stood your ground in what's right in your life, right? So let's say, for instance, if somebody is treating you wrong and you don't stand your ground and you just let that person just do shit that you know that they shouldn't be doing or they know that they shouldn't be doing, but you do that out of because you love them and you just take shit from them, then the universe will allow you to be blocked and prevent things from coming fast into your life. Your blessings will be blocked because Spirit is saying, okay, you know what? Virgo got to keep going through this shit until they get the courage to stand up for themselves. And when they stand up for themselves, then we'll let things happen good for them. You know, and sometimes that be the blockage is not standing up for ourselves, right? Being too soft with people, right? And it could be your kids or it could be anybody. All right, you got a 2 of Wands here, right? The 2 of Wands here. He's not moving. He's just standing still and he's just looking around trying to figure out what he's going to do with his life. He got the world in his hand, right? All right, so let's see. 6. That's fast. All right, the Hierophant here. You could be in a marriage and you could be allowing your husband or your wife to do certain things, disrespectful things, cuss you out, talk to you any kind of way or whatever, and you're not standing your ground, right? Or you could be in fear of losing that person And that creates a blockage also as well. All right, you got the Magician, the Moon. You got the Moon, the Magician, the Strength. You got the Strength in the Moon, right? You got the Four of Pentacles. You've been trying to hold on to something. You've been trying to hold on to whatever this is that's creating this block, this obstacle, right? Which I said could possibly be a marriage. You could be married to someone. You could be married to a fire sign, or you could be married to an earth sign, another earth sign. Okay, and then you got the Magician here, right? Let's see what's going on with this Magician. Got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you will eventually have a victory once you start standing up for yourself and walking away and moving away from the things that you know is hindering you, right? The things that's hindering you. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Wands is being burdened, being hindered, right? All right. Spirits, show us more. All right. I said you'll eventually start moving away and you'll eventually start moving forward. Well, you got two forward moving cards right here, right? You got the Chariot and you got the Eight of Cups here. So you could possibly be going through a divorce right now, or you're about to go through a divorce, or you're thinking about going through a divorce, getting a divorce. And because you have the Eight of Cups that came under the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant card represents a marriage, but you got the High Priestess card in reverse, right? The High Priestess in reverse, and this could possibly be a dark magician, right? That's doing spell work too, right? Because you got two cards here. One of them is the High Priestess, right? Which is Pisces card, and then the Magician, right? The Magician is a high priest, and a high priest or a high priestess, and the High Priestess is a magician. They're basically both the same card, even though one deals more with the intuition from a certain perspective, but it just depends on the surrounding cards. But with the Moon being here, this is something that's hidden, right? Which could possibly be spell work. Yeah. But we're going to see what else comes out, right? Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. What is this blocking obstacle? Death in reverse. Death is in reverse, and the seven of Wands came out, right? Seven of Wands came out, and it was at the bottom of the deck. And then it went to the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the cards were shuffled and the Seven of Wands came out again. It was first at the bottom of the deck and I showed it to you. Now it came out with the Death card in reverse. So the Death being in reverse with the High Priestess being in reverse, right, shows me that there's no transformation happening in your life. And so this is not you trying to manifest anything. It's exactly what I said with the High Priestess card and the Magician card both being here and the High Priestess being in reverse. So what is happening is somebody's doing some type of work to try and stop you from ending a cycle and going through a transformation. Right? Somebody's trying to stop you from going through a transformation, and that's a possibility of why the fear and anxiety, because I just said earlier that the fear and anxiety come from dark forces, dark entities, lower vibrations, right? So these lower vibrations, being that your High Priestess is in reverse, means that you're not intuitively connected right now, because your intuition is not on point right now, because the fear and anxiety is causing you to be stressed out, because I said at the beginning of the reading that you could possibly be stressed out, right? And then when I said that, then the fear and anxiety card came out, which is the card of stress, right? So yeah, Spirit is saying that you got to stand your ground, right? Because if you don't stand your ground, that whatever is being done to you, right? And that's, like I said, it could have been anything, but with these cards here coming out like that, it shows spell work, right? Yeah, spell work. And usually, and the thing is too, right? Another thing that anytime you stay and hold, and it could be love spell, right? It could be you under a love spell, because a person will put a love spell on you to keep you from walking away from them. But what it does is it blinds you, so your intuition doesn't work, right? Because once the work has been done on you, then it's illusionary, right? Spell work is illusion, so it creates illusion to make you think that you have to hold on to this person or hold on to something that you shouldn't be holding on to. That's no good for you. That moon being here, I want to clarify this high priestess in reverse, right? I'm gonna clarify this high priestess in reverse and this death in reverse, right? Spirit guides, ancestor spirits, archangels, show us what we need to see for Virgo. Show us what we need to see for Virgo. Clarify this death in reverse. Spirits, let's clarify this death in reverse. Why is Virgo not going through a transformation? Why is this death in reverse? All right, thank you, spirits. Because you're stuck. Got the hangman at the bottom of the deck. You stuck. Yeah. You got to walk away from something, but you need to be able to see what it is that's hindering you. So, Spirit, show us this death. Why is this death in reverse, Spirit? It's too many cards, Spirit. Too many cards. Too many cards. There's too many cards. Spirit, why the death in reverse, Spirit? Show us this death in reverse. Thank you, spirits. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. So the work was done on you to make you continue to suffer. You're the wounded warrior, right? You're the wounded warrior. The work was done in order for you to suffer. You at the Nine of Wands right here, right? Which means that you're not ready to end the cycle yet, because whatever has been hidden from you has kept you trapped into this cycle. So you haven't been able to transform, and you've been going through a lot. It could have been possibly 3 people that's been doing work on you. 3 people here, right? 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? This high priestess, Spirit, why is the high priestess in reverse? Thank you, spirits. All right, the high priestess in reverse is clarified by the 6 of Swords, and you also have the eight of cups here walking away, right? And I showed you the 6 of Swords earlier that was at the bottom of the deck of moving away, and I said moving away, that you need to move away from whoever this person may be or whatever, because whatever they're doing, we're going to clarify this 6 of Swords. Spirits, why the 6 of Swords, Spirit? Why the 6 of Swords? Start in reverse. Start in reverse. The 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is clarified by the start in reverse with the high priestess in reverse. That's most definitely spell work. With the star in reverse and the high priestess in reverse, right? And the death card in reverse is spell work. Somebody has been doing spell work to keep you trapped in a cycle so that you can't get your wish fulfillment. The star card is the card of wish fulfillment. They're working to keep you from getting your wish fulfillment. That's why Spirit kept saying that you need to stand up for yourself. This is the second time this 7 of Wands came out. Spirit keeps saying you need to stand up for yourself. Spirit is saying that you got to fight back. You got to fight back. You got to fight to get this up off you. Yeah, because with this magician here, and with that death in reverse and that high priestess in reverse and that moon there, this is something that's been going on for a long time, and you not really being able to understand what has been happening with you. But this is what's happening. So, all right, Virgo, that's what the blocking obstacle is in your life. You need to work on getting that gone from you. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit is saying you've been strong, though. You've been strong. You've been strong. And you're going to eventually move forward. You're going to eventually move forward. And that's probably because you're going to go do something, or you're going to do some work to get that up off you so that you can move forward. But this star being in reverse and this high priestess and death in reverse is not a good, with this moon here. It's not a good sign. And but you're going to have a victory, though. The Six of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. All right, Virgo, that's what we got for you. I hope the reading resonates. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it. I mean, it ain't for you. If it ain't for you, then don't try to make a reading fit. That's not your reading. But you'll know if it's your reading because you'll feel this in your soul. And that's one thing about the truth, right? When the truth hit, nobody can deny the truth. You have to accept the truth for what it is, because you know, damn, this is exactly what I've been going through. This is what I've been feeling. Like I knew somebody did something, but I just didn't know who or why. And that shit come to you. You know it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can tell you nothing else different from that. You know, truth is truth, and it stand up for itself. The truth don't need nothing to stand on but itself. You know. All right, y'all have a great day, and I wish you blessings and much luck and success in your endeavors, and I hope that you get this shit removed from off you. All right, take care of yourself, and peace. Libra, what's good, Libra? Libra, we're going to find out what kind of blockages and obstacles that you have in your life. We're going to find out what blockages and obstacles are stopping you from moving forward. We're going to also find out what you need to do in order to remove those blockages and obstacles, and how you can move forward. All right, we're going to clear the energy first. If the reading resonates, hit the like. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. It's not your reading. All right, so let's clear the energy. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Remove the barrier, Papa Legba, so that I can pass through. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit of Orishas, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good. Lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect the portal. Protect us as we channel these messages. Do not allow negative entities or evil energies to pass through and to interfere with this reading. Protect us from all evil forces, dark negative energies, and protect us from all evil eye. Protect us from all enemies. Protect us from all spells, hexes, and curses. Thank you very much, spirits. All right, spirits, give us clear, accurate messages. Give us clear, accurate messages for Libra. Libra, things been moving slow in your life. Things have been moving really slow. See how slow those cards are shuffling, and I didn't try to do that, right? Yeah, things are moving slow in your life right now. Things are moving slow, and we gotta start getting things moving fast, Libra. We gotta get things moving fast, Libra. It's time for you to do some work. It's time for you to do some work, Libra. So once you get around your birthday time, things will be cleared out. Yeah. Yeah, your energy is low. You got low energy right now, Libra. All right. Yep. Low energy. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for Libra. What blockages and obstacles do Libra have that needs to be worked on? All right. Healing. Says you are going through a constant phase of inner healing. Now is the time to cut ties with all things that do not serve you. Yep, and I said things are moving slow, and that's the possibility of why things are moving slow too, is because there's people in your energy that is weighing heavily on you and dragging you down. It's causing things to move slow for you. Yep. All right. So it says your lover is faithful. Your lover is trustworthy and faithful to you. If this reading is for you, you'll know whether or not this means your lover, because this could be anybody who's watching the video, right? Okay. You'll be recognized for your hard work. People are watching and they admire you for being a go-getter. Keep up the good work. All right. And so traveling a lot. Traveling a lot in the near future. Traveling will bring happiness, knowledge, and joy in times of transitioning from hard times and a long karmic cycle. So maybe things are moving slow for you right now because you're in the process of maybe clearing out an old karmic cycle, right? Yep, because it says you're going through a constant phase of inner healing. So you could be clearing a karmic cycle. It says you are spiritually and physically blocked. That's why I was saying that your energy is low, right? I didn't want to say anything about spiritually being blocked, but with your energy being low like that, you are spiritually and physically blocked. Do road opener and door opener spells to remove all blockages. You're spiritually and physically blocked. Let go of past hurts and pains so you can heal your inner child. Now, that's the second card that talked about healing, right? The first card was at the bottom of the deck, says you are going through a constant phase of inner healing. And then Spirit is saying let go of past hurts and pains so you can heal, right? So you can heal your inner child. So that's two cards of healing, right, that came out. So healing could possibly be the holding on to past hurts and pains could possibly be the reason why you're spiritually blocked and physically blocked, right? That you're having a hard time moving forward, right? All right. So let's see what we get. Spirit, show us what we need to see. We got the nine of swords here. Stress. You could be stressing on the job. Maybe you got a lot of work to do and you've been stressing lately about a lot of things, about work and about home, and because things are moving slow for you and you're trying to figure out what's going on with you and why things are moving slow. Maybe you constantly think about the past and you constantly think about the stuff people have done to you to hurt you, and maybe you've been holding on to that, and that could be possibly why you're physically and spiritually blocked too. We got Judgment here with the Queen of Wands. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for Libra, the blockages and obstacles that Libra needs to overcome. Knight of Wands, right? You could have been hurt by a Knight of Wands. You could have been hurt by somebody who was an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? Damn, that was fast. Yep, we got Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This could have involved a family. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who was a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or either they had that in their chart, heavily in their chart, and you could have been in a marriage with this person, or you could have been in a live-in relationship with this person. You could have kids from this person. It could be a baby mama or baby daddy or something like that. Well, this is the family card. The Ten of Pentacles is the family card and a lot of money. So maybe you went through some financial hardships because of this past hurt and pain that you've been holding on to, right? Yes, the Emperor is here, right? The Emperor is here, and also too the Star card. So the Emperor and the Star flipped over in my hand, right? So yep, and I said the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? And they go Aries card right there, and they go Aquarius card right there, right? Leo at the bottom of the deck, a lot of fire signs been coming out. A lot of fire signs, because I said fire earlier, and then I'm saying the Emperor here, and then Leo at the bottom of the deck, right? Yeah, Three of Swords. I just said that you've been hurt. They're gonna pass hurt and pain right here. The Three of Swords that came out. Yeah, and I said that you could have been in a relationship with somebody, a live-in situation. Maybe it was a third-party relationship that caused an ending, right? Could have caused an ending, or it's about to cause an ending. You got the Strength at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. Seven of Wands. You could have been fighting and standing your ground and not trying not to let this person do you any kind of way. Yep. Four of Swords here. You trying to heal from it. Yep. But you've been in lamenting, right? Not You've been kind of pessimistic and not really concerned about what you have, but you're more concerned about what you lost. That's the past hurt and pain about what you lost. And I say you could have possibly lost finances, right? And lost your family, right? So the Ten of Pentacles is at the top, and the Five of Cups is under the bottom of the Ten of Pentacles. So this could possibly mean that you've been crying over your family or crying over the relationship that you had that put you in a third party. So yeah, Spirit is saying that you got to let go of that, because the only way you can move forward is to let go of that and to stand in your power. You can't give it power over you. You got to get to that point where you say, you know what, fuck that shit. It happened, fuck it, it's gone, it's over with, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life is about to be better because I'm about to do some shit that make it better. You know what I mean? And that's how you got to have that faith, and you got to have not only faith but strength and be determined to move forward. Because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck, right? Yep. You got the King of Pentacles here, right? The King of Pentacles here is stability, and the King of Pentacles is right under the Emperor, right? So I just said that you're going to need to take charge of your life, and you're going to have to say, fuck that, and move forward and keep going. This person is going to offer you an apology. Whoever this person is, they're going to offer you an apology, but it's going to be too late. I would accept the apology and keep it moving, right? The Eight of Swords here. Because if you don't accept the apology and keep it moving and you let this person back in your life, this is where you're going to find yourself again, all over again. Spirit is telling you you're going through a constant phase of inner healing, right? And you're going through the inner healing right now from this heartache, this pain. So get yourself out of this stuck mentality. You got to get yourself out of the stuck mentality, because you're really not stuck. Because in the Eight of Swords, she's not stuck, right? She's not stuck. She thinks she's stuck, but she's really not stuck, because there's a new opportunity that's going to be coming towards you. You got the Two of Cups right here. So it's going to start out as a friendship, right? It's going to start out as a friendship, and it fell right up under the Three of Swords. So what's going to happen is that this person who is going to come into your life as a friend is going to help you heal, right? The Star card is a card of healing, right? The Star card is a card of healing, and the Star card came out before the Three of Swords. It was the Star card first and then the Three of Swords. So Spirit is saying that this person who's going to come into your life is going to help you heal through this heartache and pain. And you're going to have a victory, but you're going to have to let go of the past. You're going to have to make a decision to let go of the past, because it's keeping you stuck or making you feel like you're stuck, but you're really not stuck. Spirit, show us more. Yep. Five of Wands. Five of Wands here. Yep. Been fighting and arguing and going through it. And then the Hermit. The Hermit here. So you're gonna have to go in hermit mode. You could possibly be in hermit mode right now. You got the Queen of Swords here, and you got the Page of Cups here, right? This is your card. Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and then the Page of Cups here. Right, I said this person was going to offer you an apology, but you may get in an argument with this person again, all over again, and they're not going to offer the apology, because the first time I saw it, it was in the upright. The Page of Cups was in the upright. Now it's in the reverse after it came out behind the Five of Wands. So it's a possibility that you're about to go through another argument, or you just went through another argument, and the Queen of Swords is one who's strict and stern, but you're at a point right now where you don't even want to fight no more. You don't even want to fight no more. You don't turn upside down, right? So the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords in the upright position, is fair, And not only is she fair, but she'll listen to what somebody got to say. She got a sword up, and she telling the person, "All right, come on, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna hear what you got to say." But when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, it's like, nah, fuck that. It's off with the head. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck that. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, and nothing you can talk to me about. We done. Like, motherfucker, I fuck you up. Like, that's what the Queen of Swords is like. You know, right? And so, the Queen of Swords can be a nasty motherfucker, right? So, I'm seeing that after this Five of Wands, that's what came out. You flipping the script on this person completely, right? And then you're gonna go into hermit mode. You don't want to hear nothing about no apology or no none of that. Like, you're gonna flip to somebody that this person never seen before, but you're gonna end up going into hermit. You're gonna go into hermit and you're gonna start your healing, and that's what's gonna help you get over the blockages and obstacles. Because let me see something. Yeah, there's Two of Swords is right here, and the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords is right there. That's what I was looking for, was the Four of Swords, which is the healing card. The Star card is healing, but the Four of Swords mean getting rest and healing, right? So yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. All right, so that's what I got for you, Libra. Libra, take the reading as it resonates. If it don't resonate, leave it for somebody else. Then that means it ain't your reading. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And you already know, hit the like button if it resonates. If it don't, then leave for somebody else. All right, that's what I got for you, Libra. Peace. Scorpio, what's good, Scorpio? Scorpio, we're going to find out what blocks and obstacles that you have in your way, what blocks and obstacles are in your life, and what's preventing you from moving forward, right? We're going to find out what you need to do to remove those blocks and obstacles, and how you can overcome them. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to clear the energy first. You already know that if the reading resonates, hit the like. If it don't resonate, don't take it with you. Then that means it's not your reading if it don't resonate. All right, let's go. All right, thank you, spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Infinite Spirit, Papa Legba. Papa Legba, open the road to the barrier, remove the barrier. Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, so that I can speak to the infinite spirit that reaches our changes, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, lords of my highest and greatest good. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit that reaches our changes, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, lords of my highest and greatest good. Remove all negative energies from this reading. Protect us as we channel the messages. Protect the portal as we get these messages, and make sure that these messages come through accurate, Spirit. Protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil entities, dark forces, anything that may try and hinder this reading. Thank you, spirits. All right, ancestor spirits, archangel spirit guides, show us what we need to see for Scorpio. What blockages and obstacles does Scorpio need to know about so that Scorpio can move forward? Thank you, spirits. Spirit says, stop being sneaky at the bottom of the deck. Stop being sneaky. It's at the bottom of the deck. All right. Spirit, show us what we need to see for Scorpio, Spirit. A man is trying to cause problems for you. There's a very treacherous and envious man trying to cause problems in your life. And that's crazy because the other card came out for another sign, said a woman, for Leo. I think it said a woman trying to cause problems for Leo, and a man is trying to cause problems for you, Scorpio. Past life karmic enemies in your family is at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. It says you are in a third-party relationship. Spirit, show us more. Watch how you talk to people. This is the second time I've gotten that for you, Scorpio. This came out in another reading. You are in a third-party relationship. You are in the middle of a love or sex triangle. It says you are building up negative karma with the way you speak. Do not hurt the feelings of others. Spirit, show us more. Thank you, spirits. All right. Says you will be moving to a new location. You are transitioning to a new phase in life. Moving to a new location is a part of the divine plan for you. Stop playing the victim. Acknowledge your own wrongs and shortcomings. Accepting them will free you from negativity. Okay, so what I get, give me 1 second. This fucking phone. So what I get, Scorpio, is somebody trying to cause some type of problems for you, and this could possibly be with work, right? This third party, so that's a blockage. This third party relationship and you playing a victim in the relationship could possibly, well, not possibly, but it is. It's a block. It's not possibly a block. It is a block, right? Because when we let other people in our energy and when we're sneaky and we do shit, right? It blocks our finances. It blocks our love life. It blocks the blessings that's coming into our lives, right? And so, you know, we have to be careful of what we do, how we do it, what we say, and how we say it. It plays a big role in our lives, and a lot of people don't catch on to that until later in life, and then like, damn, you know what? I used to do this and I used to do that. But it's better to catch it early, right? It's better to catch it early because you go through so much hardship and pain and struggles over the years that it makes you stronger, though. It makes you stronger. It makes you a different person. And you know, but I've seen people who are up in age who still haven't changed, right? And, you know, I'm not looking down on them for not changing because a lot of people just didn't know no better. They say when you know better, you do better. But a lot of them just didn't know any better, right? But if you have a chance to change and an opportunity to get your life right, which I'm quite sure every last one of us have those opportunities, but a lot of people just don't want to change. So, you know, they end up getting old and wishing that they would have changed earlier. But sometimes, you know, it's just what it is. So what Spirit is saying is that when you start to see the error of your ways, you start to change, then things start to, the blockages and obstacles start removing from your life, right? You begin to have a prosperous, successful life, right? You know, being honest and true and, you know, living a good life, you know? Even when people try to assassinate your character and try to do you dirty and, you know, cause problems for you, it don't work. It never worked, right? Because you living in your truth. You know, you're living in your truth and you're doing the right thing with your life. And so that being said, it puts you at a greater advantage in life, right? And so that's why it's always good to do the right thing, because it puts you at a greater advantage of those who don't do the right thing, because it end up coming back to bite them in the ass later, you know? All right, so Spirit, show us what we need to see. The King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, right? King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's trying to cause you problems in your life, trying to cause problems for you concerning money, right? I said it could be with work, and the King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which means money, right? So you can only inherit money through putting in some type of work. The Temperance card is here, right? Archangel Michael. So Spirit is saying that what they're doing is causing an imbalance in your life, and you too is causing an imbalance in your life. So the Tower is coming. Tower flipped over in my hand, right? So the tower is coming. The tower is coming to clear the blocks and the obstacles, right? This third party relationship, the tower came in under the third party relationship, so it's about to be a breakup, right? It's about to be a breakup. The Three of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, which means that you could possibly be looking to get into something new, right? Whether it's a new opportunity with work or a new relationship. You got the King of Wands here in reverse, right? It says, watch how you talk to people, and the King of Wands came out in reverse. Right? And the Temperance is up under a man trying to cause problems for you. So Archangel Michael is protecting you from this person that's trying to cause problems for you, right? You got the Six of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. It says you will be moving to a new location, so it's going to be a victory with the move, right? For whoever is moving, right? Show us more, Spirit. All right, yep. We got the Ace of Wands. You got an Ace of Wands. You got a Seven of Swords. That's that motherfucker being sneaky that's trying to do you dirty. Or either that's that. You got the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Cups here in reverse, right? The Queen of Cups in reverse. And you got the Seven of Swords. You got the Ace of Wands, which actually came out first. The Ace of Wands, up under, you will be moving to a new location. Stop playing the victim. The Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, under stop playing the victim, right? And the Queen of Cups here, up under the Temperance card. A man is trying to cause problems for you, right? So Spirit is saying that you need to be balanced, because this Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who's unbalanced, right? They're unbalanced. The Three of Cups is in reverse, right? So this Tower moment is coming. The Three of Cups fell under the third party card, right, with the Tower. So it's right up under the Tower. So the Tower card is coming in to put an end to the third party relationship. Yeah. You got the Three of Cups right on the third party relationship card with the Tower. You got the third party relationship, the Tower, and then the Three of Cups. So Spirit is saying that it's finna be an end to that third party relationship. Right? The Fool card. The Fool is in reverse. The cards is in the upright. And so the cards are not in the reverse, but the cards are flipping out in the reverse. So you got the Fool in reverse up under the King of Wands in reverse. Got a lot of reversals here. Watch how you talk to people. The King of Wands in reverse. The Fool is in reverse. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more. All right. You got Page of Swords here. It's somebody in the Ace of Wands, and they're moving to a new location. So the new location, moving to a new location, has an Ace of Wands, which means that it's going to be a passionate new beginning for you in a new location. But somebody is watching you. They're going to be watching you move and spying on you, trying to see where you're going. The Nine of Pentacles is here at the bottom of the deck. So you could possibly be getting some money from somewhere to be able to move. Spirit, show us more. Thank you, spirits. Yep. I said you could be getting some money possibly so that you could move, and the Chariot card came out, moving forward, right? But it came out with the Moon. The Moon is up under the Seven of Swords, right? The sneakiness, right? It's up under stop playing the victim. You got stop playing the victim with the Seven of Swords here and the Moon here. So you could have been trying to hide what you've been doing, playing the victim, being a little manipulative. And Spirit is saying that could be your blockage, and one of the reasons for your blockages. And this third party, that's the blockage and the obstacle. But you're gonna move forward because the Chariot is here. But you're gonna move forward only after you go through some suffering a little bit with the Tower being here, right? So the suffering comes from the third party relationship, being in a third party. So you're going to go through the heartache and the pain and all of that, and dark night of the soul and everything else that you got to go through in order for you to get a passionate new beginning, right? But you got to also watch how you talk to people. So it could be the person that you're involved with that you could possibly be going through it with. You could be talking to them any kind of way. Spirit is saying that's one of the reasons why you're stuck right now, right? And that you have these blockages and obstacles because you can't move forward when you hold on to negative energy or you talk to people and say things that you shouldn't say to people when you get mad, right? Because we all get mad at times. I used to be like that too. I cuss a motherfucker ass out and say some shit, and then I sit back and think about it, like, I shouldn't even let a motherfucker get me like that. You know what I'm saying? But now that I've gotten to the point where I'm more conscious of my actions, a motherfucker could be trying to argue with me, and I'd be like, you know what, man, let me get the fuck out of here. Let me get the fuck out of this bitch way. Like, I ain't even finna argue, man. Well, whatever. Like, because I already know that if I let you trigger me to that point where you got me arguing with you, then you got the control over me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give nobody that type of power over me. I used to though, man. When I was fucking, man, I give a bitch the business, boy. I used to give him the business, but now I'm like, man, I ain't even got time for that shit. Like, that shit is negative. That shit don't help me grow. It don't help me do nothing but stay stuck. So, I don't involve myself in certain shit. Like, but I done been there before, so I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got somebody that you really care for or whatever, and they try to do you dirty or whatever, or they fucking around on you or whatever. Like, it make you mad. That shit make you really mad. Like, but no, you just gotta be a little more cautious in how you dealing with people and how you moving and shit. You know what I'm saying? And try not to do nothing that you gonna have to try to hide. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing too, is that I don't ever want to do something that I gotta try to hide from motherfuckers what I did. I'm not ashamed of nothing that I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to be ashamed of nothing that I do, because I done did shit in my life, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And so, I done got to that point now where I don't do shit no more because I'm grown now, But when we was younger, we do all kind of shit, and treat motherfuckers dirty and bitch. Man, we used to motherfucking, where I'm from, we from the street. I'm from the streets, so shit, you already know what time it was. Like, you can't have no heart out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? I was in them streets over 10 years, so it's like, shit, I used to be like, fuck a bitch. I don't care nothing about a nigga or a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I done got to that point in my life where I don't even deal with none of that shit no more. I just stay away from people, and it keeps me at peace and keeps me more, solid, you know what I'm saying, and more stable in my life. And so, this is just what you got to do, man. You gotta find a way to move forward without bullshit around you, So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. This is the block and the obstacle. So you got to do whatever you got to do to remove that block and the obstacle, whether it's to change how you operate and change how you move. You know what I'm saying? And shit, man, you got to do what you got to do in order for shit to start to get that breakthrough. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. All right, so have a good day. I hope you all, if the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't resonate, don't take it with you. It's not your reading. All right, y'all have a blessed and wonderful night, and peace. Sag, what's good, Sag? Sag, we're going to find out what kind of blockage and obstacle that you have in your life and what you need to do to move forward and past that blockage or obstacle, or how to tear that blockage and obstacle down, right? So we're going to find out from Spirit. Let Spirit guide us on what you need to do and, show you the blockages and obstacles. All right, so we're going to clear the energy first. You already know the drill. If the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. It ain't your reading. If it don't resonate, then that means it ain't for you. All right, let's go. Papa Leg Bar, open the barrier, Papa Leg Bar, remove the barrier to the spirit realm, Papa Leg Bar, so that I can pass through, Papa Leg Bar. Thank you, Papa Leg Bar. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangel, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angel, Ancestor Spirits of my highest and greatest good, Lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages, protect the portal, so that no dark force, evil entity, or anything negative may affect this reading. Give us clear, accurate messages with the reading, so that Sagittarius will know what they need to do to remove any blockage or obstacle in their life. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Sag. So we're gonna see what this block and obstacle is. If any other card come out, then it's meant for it to come out, right? All right. Thank you, spirits. Spirit says your chakras are unbalanced. Wear chakra healing crystals to balance your chakras. Spend time in nature to ground yourself. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us what we need to see. Maintenance your car to avoid car trouble. Your car is in need of immediate care. All right, thank you, spirits. Time for self-reflection and isolation. I've seen this card come out in your reading again. Sage, I done seen this before come out in your reading. It's time to become a hermit. You will then see clearly and from a different perspective. All right, so Spirit is saying you need to go in the hermit mode. A woman is trying to cause problems for you. Damn, what's going on with fire signs tonight, man? Like, this is the second time it came out with Leo that a woman is trying to cause problems for Leo. Now a woman is trying to cause problems for you. A woman is trying to cause problems for you. There's a very treacherous and envious woman trying to cause problems in your life. It says harmony and balance. Create harmony and balance in your life through love. Remove all hatred, jealousy, and envy from your heart. Damn, that fucking woman, whoever she is, man, she fucking is a treacherous bitch because she done came out for you and for Leo. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. Show us more, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right, it says use inner strength to overcome all unhealthy sexual desires. Your sexual desires are clouding your vision and judgment. It is toxic to your spiritual growth. So all unhealthy sexual desires, Spirit wants you to get rid of, Sag. All right, it says redirection to a new path. The universe has changed your course of direction to a path that will take you to greatness. That's good. Now you just got to stay the course because you're going to have people that's trying to pull you off of your course, and it could possibly be through sex, right? Because if people know you like to fuck, then you have all kind of motherfuckers trying to fuck. And they be having attachments. They be having spirit attachments and diseases and shit like that. You see what been happening in fucking Texas and fucking Houston. Look at all the motherfuckers breaking out with them STDs and all that shit, man. Like, years ago, I saw this shit happening, man, and I told somebody, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be fucking with you like that because you like to fuck too many motherfuckers. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit, like, coming, man. Like, people breaking out with all kind of shit and herpes and fucking anything and everything. HIV spreading like a motherfucker. Man, you gotta be real careful out here, boy. You gotta be real careful, boy. Like, that shit ain't like back in the days when we grew up and shit. Like, AIDS wasn't out like that. You know what I'm saying? HIV and all that shit wasn't like that. Like, back in the motherfucking 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit came out in the 90s. You know what I mean? Late 80s, 90s. But in the late 80s and shit, like, nobody ain't really know nothing about that shit. Like, in the 90s, that shit, like, 94, 95 is when, you know, motherfuckers start seeing certain people with it. But by 2000, that shit was, like, running rampant. Now that shit sprung up again like that, you know what I'm saying? But now it's worse. So, motherfucker can't be loose out here, man. Like, you gotta have some discipline, you know? Cause one thing about it and two things for sure, I don't think no motherfucker wanna live with, they gotta take pills for the rest of their life and, you know, try to date within the HIV population and shit. You know, I'm sorry that people get that shit, but it come from being careless. Can't be careless, man. Can't be careless, boy. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us what we need to see about these blockages and obstacles for Sagittarius. All right, so somebody trying to cause problems is a blockage, right? These unhealthy sexual desires is a blockage too, because people can block. You got the 9 of Wands in reverse. People can block your life just by tapping into your sacral chakra. If they block one of your chakras, then all your chakras are off balance. And it says that your chakras are unbalanced. That was at the bottom of the deck. Six of Swords. Got the 9 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Swords. Right? Spirit is saying that it's something you got to move away from. Right? Self-reflection. That card fell under the self-reflection, right? Fell under the self-reflection. So Spirit is saying you got to go in a hermit mode and move away from everything and everybody right now, so that you can self-reflect, so that you can overcome these blockages and obstacles. It says a woman is trying to cause problems for you, and the Judgment card came out. So whoever this person is that's trying to cause problems for you, Archangel Gabriel has sounded the trumpet, and the spirit world is taking care of it. So that's not even a problem. Harmony and balance. All right. So you got two cards that came out. The first card that came out was the World card. The World card came out on the harmony and balance, and then use inner strength to overcome all unhealthy sexual desires. You got the Ten of Cups here. So you're happy being single, right? And being alone, being in a relationship. Well, not being in a relationship, but being single. But you like to have, people that you fuck with sexually that you got to be careful with. Yep. Queen of Cups. And the crazy part about it is I had a chick that I was fucking with. She was a Sagittarius. She was a Sag, and she was like that. She didn't want no relationship. She just wanted to fuck with whoever she wanted to fuck with. And I was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Like, you don't have me fucked up like that. You know what I mean? Like, Three of Swords, third party relationship. And I just said that shit. That's crazy. I was just talking about that shit. I was like, nah, you ain't gonna have me like that in a fucking third party relationship. And then here the fucking Three of Swords that popped out. Unhealthy sexual desires. Don't know when to say no. Don't know how to fucking put that pussy on ice. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, show us more. Seven of Cups. All right, you got a Seven of Cups here. You got a Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups here. Spirit is saying that you need to be moving away from self-reflection. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups. Spirit is saying you need to be moving away from the illusions. Things that you think that are worth something that is really worthless, right? That's people, places or things, right? That you actually put more emphasis on, that you think is more important than your own sanity and your own self-worth, right? So Spirit is telling you that you need to do self-reflection because you're more stronger than you think, and you're more intelligent, and you have more going for yourself if you put the time and energy into yourself than putting time and energy into other people or other places or things, right? So that's how you overcome the blockage and the obstacle. King of Cups here, right? Spirit is telling you that you need to get in your heart space. You need to get in your heart space and get out of your head. Get in your heart space and get out of your head. Because staying in your head and overthinking things, always thinking, and thinking the negative is what creates blocks and obstacles. The Five of Swords is a card of mental confusion, mental battles, fighting against self. Your thoughts, and you're fighting against your own self, right? With the Five of Swords. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. All right, so you got the Sun here under the World card, harmony and balance. So you're gonna reach a level of harmony and balance. And you got the Ace of Cups here. Under use your inner strength to overcome all unhealthy sexual desires, and the Nine of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is under the Nine of Cups, and overcome all unhealthy sexual desires. So what Spirit is telling you, right, with this Ace of Cups, Spirit is telling you that they're going to bring a love into your life, but it's going to be a love that you're going to have to be in your heart space in order to. And that's crazy because I just said Spirit is telling you to get in your heart space. And then the Sun card came out, which is happiness. And then the Ace of Cups under the Nine of Cups. So Spirit is saying that what they're going to do is put a love into your life. They're going to bring a love into your life. The spirits are going to bring a love to you, but you're going to have to want to be into a solid, loving, caring relationship and not be a person who's just loving, just being happy by themselves, right? Because the nine of cups is a card of somebody being happy by themselves. I don't want a relationship. I'm good by myself and just having sex with whoever, right? Spirit is saying, no, that you need to stop doing that. So Spirit is saying, okay, we're going to put somebody in your life who's going to really love you and care for you, but you got to be honest and true with this person and be real with this person, because this is going to bring happiness to you, right? It's going to bring happiness to you, and that's how you close out the world, the cycle, the karmic cycle, right? That's part of your karma. The part of your karma is to overcome not wanting to be in something serious with somebody, or being in something serious with somebody and getting easily discouraged and walking away from it, not dealing with the hardships when they come. Relationships have hardships, and it shouldn't be that hard, but trying times come. You know what I'm saying? So if you fuck with somebody like that, then you gonna stand by them through thick and thin. You know what I mean? Right? Not if they fucking you over though. If they fucking you over, then fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But if a motherfucker being real with you, then you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in something solid. But I have twin aunts, and I've never seen them. They Sagittarius, and I have two twin aunts. I've never seen them in a solid relationship with nobody. And they two twins, you know what I'm saying? And they older than they my aunties, right? So they was a little bit younger than my mom, but I never seen them in a relationship with nobody, like no long-term relationship with no man. Like every Sagittarius that I know, I've never really seen them in long relationships with nobody, right? And not saying that that's a bad thing, but I think that that's a karmic thing, right? I think it's a karmic thing. Nobody was put here on this earth to be alone. You know what I'm saying? And we were all put here to be with somebody, but it's up to you whether you choose to be with somebody or not. But if you choose not to be with nobody, you know what I'm saying? You can't hate everybody else who not in a relationship, everybody else who in something loving and caring, because you chose to not want that for yourself. And I'm not pointing a finger at anybody, but I'm just speaking real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking what's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't hate when you see everybody else happy around you in their relationships and shit, and you chose to not be in that. You got the hermit at the bottom of the deck, and I just said, Spirit said, you got to go in hermit mode and do self-reflection. So, yeah, you got to do some self-reflection so that your life can be better, right? So that you can really, truly be happy, because nobody's really, truly happy by themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, the Emperor. We were put here to share our lives with other people, All right, the Emperor at the bottom of the Emperor that popped out under the Queen of Cups. Redirection to a new path. So this new path that Spirit is redirecting you to is a path of the Queen of Cups, right? And that's just what I was saying about being loving and caring and nurturing and, loving somebody else other than just loving yourself. The love you have for yourself is the greatest, but you're supposed to share the love, right? And Spirit is saying, once you start doing that, that's going to put you in your power, and that's what's going to help you remove all blockages and obstacles that are in your way and things that's slowing you down. It's the love for you, Sag. That's what I'm saying. But this heartache and heartbreak or whatever you went through kind of made you cold. So Spirit is saying that you gotta get back to, you got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups out here, right? And that's crazy, because I just said that nobody's put here to be alone, and both of these cards came out together, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which is a loving, caring couple who mirrors each other. Both of them mirror each other. This is a power couple together. And Spirit is saying that's what you're supposed to have, is a power couple, and not be stuck in something by yourself, or not be by yourself for the rest of your life, or, you know what I'm saying, don't want nothing serious because you feel like, everybody I be with, fuck with, they're going to hurt me. Now, everybody's not going to hurt you, but you got to be intuitive enough and open your heart enough to be able to see and know the people who will fuck you over and who won't fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, we ain't motherfucking little kids no more. We know when a motherfucker ain't no good for us. When they come into our life and we start talking to them and shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we set expectations for people, and we shouldn't be setting expectations for people. And you set expectations for people, that's what's gonna always have you disappointed. And so Spirit is saying, Don't have high expectations for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have high expectations for yourself, because when you have high expectations for yourself, then you're going to overcome any obstacle or anything that's in your way anyway, because you're going to do the best to be the best you can be for yourself. You know what I mean? And then when you being that for yourself, then you're going to attract that from other people. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's what I got for you, Sag. Sag, if the reading resonate, hit the like. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. Then it means it ain't your reading. All right, y'all have a great, wonderful night, and peace. Capricorn, what's good, Capricorn? Capricorn, we're going to find out what blockages and obstacles you have in your way, and what's preventing you from moving forward on your path, or what's preventing you from moving forward in life, right? It could be things that you're trying to do and you can't seem to move forward. Well, we're going to find out what it is that's causing this problem and it's causing this blockage, right? All right, so we're going to clear the energy, and you already know you already know the drill. If the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't resonate, then don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. That means it ain't your reading. All right, so let's go. Papa leg by, remove the barrier to the spirit realm. Papa leg by, thank you. Infinite spirit of Orishas, archangels, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, laws of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages for Capricorn. Protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil forces, dark entities, anything and everything that may try and come against us while we channel these messages. Protect us from anything that may try and hinder this reading. Protect us from evil eye. Protect us from our enemies. Thank you, spirits, and give us clear, accurate messages for Capricorn so that we can help Capricorn move forward by knowing what blockages and obstacles they may have in their life. Thank you, spirits. All right, Capricorn, we're going to find out what blockages and obstacles you got. Something else might come out. So that means Spirit is trying to talk to you. All right, Spirit says, new people will come into your life and help you. The universe is providing help for you on this path. This will make the journey on your path easier. New people coming into your life, Capricorn. All right. All right, Spirit, show us the blockages, Spirit. What are the blockages for Capricorn? Spirit, what are Capricorn's blockages? Thank you, Spirit. It says you will be recognized for your hard work, right? People are watching and they admire you for being a go-getter. Keep up the good work. All right, so you could be doing something that's in the public eye. All right, Spirit, show us more. If you're not in the public eye, you could work at a big corporation or some big company where people are watching you, they're watching your work, and they admire you because they see you work hard. Capricorn is a very hard worker. All right, Spirit, show us more. All right. Capricorn, it says your health needs attention. You need to immediately see a doctor about your health. I'm not a health professional, so I can't give you any health advice. I can only show you what Spirit said about in the cards. Okay, you will receive good news concerning finances, Capricorn. All right, you will receive good news concerning finances. The bottom of the deck, it says attract money. So finances are highlighted in your reading, Capricorn. You're the first person, you're the first reading that has money that's highlighted, highly aspected in their reading. Right? It says use inner strength to overcome all unhealthy sexual desires. Damn, this just came out for Sagittarius. Same thing. Your sexual desires are clouding your vision and judgment. It is toxic to your spiritual growth. All right. Let's see. Spirit, give us more, Spirit. All right, there's a lot of cards that came out. Yeah, that's like 4. That's like 5. I ain't wrote that many, but I'm going to take them. All right. It says, seduced by an older lover. Someone a few years older than you will seduce you into their arms. All right. It says, Family problems will be resolved. Do not worry and pray. The divine is working to fix these problems. Then you have time to shine. You have star qualities. Now is the time to shine in the spotlight, build a public figure career. Then you have money will come first, then love. When you reach financial success, you will then connect with the right mate. Happiness is guaranteed. We got a lot of good cards. Okay, it says harmony and balance. Create harmony and balance in your life through love. Remove all hatred, jealousy, and envy from your heart. So these two, right, are your blockages. So you have two blockages, right? Which is really one, you know, a blockage is a blockage. It doesn't matter. But sometimes we have multiple blockages and obstacles. Okay, so yeah. So the unhealthy sexual desires and the harmony and balance, creating harmony and balance. So you need to, because you're earth sign, so, you know, being more earthly, you need to do things that will help ground you to bring balance, right? Which means you could be an earth sign who has water in the chart and you like water, right? Or you like to be out at the beach, or you like to be out in nature, right? Spirit is saying you need to do those things to bring balance to your life, and you need to meditate to rid yourself of unhealthy habits that are thoughts, unhealthy thoughts. But also too, when you have a high sex drive and you like to be always intimate, you can pick up projections from people or spirits from people who have issues that become your issues. They become your issues, right? We call them STDs, and it's not an STD as a disease, but a sexually transmitted demon, right? And so that's why you have to be careful with who you have sex with, because sexually transmitted demons do exist, right? And they become bonds, right? They become bonds, and where you bind it to the person through sex, all right? And then you become codependent on that. Right? So that's why you have to be careful. All right, Spirit, show us more of what we need to see for Capricorn about these blocks and obstacles in Capricorn's life. You got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right, shows me that you've been happy alone, or you will be happy alone. All right, Spirit, show us more. All right, thank you, Spirits. All right, it says you will be recognized for your hard work, and this Eight of Pentacles is the first card that popped out, right? Okay. It says your health needs attention, and then you have the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is a person who takes good care of themselves, right? It says you will receive good news concerning finances, and then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, right? You have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which means that there are no more illusions surrounding your finances. Your finances are you're now on the right track concerning your finances. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck, right? The Hierophant represents the Pope or a religious leader or some type of spiritual organization, or in some cases, it represents God. It depends on what other cards that come out with, right? All right, so you could work at some type of institution, right? You could work at a college, you could work at a school, a hospital, or something like that, right? Okay, so you have harmony and balance, right? On the harmony and balance, you have the Chariot, right? And if you look at the Chariot, one of them is black and one of them is white, which represents balance, right? One of them is black, one of them is white. So harmony and balance, and then the Chariot popped out up under that. So that means that things are going to be balanced. You're going to get your life balanced, and you're going to start moving forward in balance, because the Eight of Swords is in reverse, right? So it says seduced by an older lover, and then the Eight of Swords came out under that card, right? Which means that this older lover who may try and seduce you, may try to seduce you for whatever reason to put you in a bind, to have you stuck with them, right? They're going to be real nice and real sweet to you and all of that, and then, try to have you bind it to them for whatever reason, but it's not going to work. The Ace of Sword is in reverse, so you're not going to be stuck to that person, because that person will have you in a third-party relationship. The Three of Swords, you'll end up getting hurt by that person, so Spirit is not going to allow you to be stuck with that person. All right, give us more, Spirit. All right. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups came out under the Eight of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying that maybe somebody wronged you on the job. Maybe somebody said something to you on the job. You could have had some words with somebody on the job. Well, that person is going to come back and apologize to you. Yeah, because the Three of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which is a work collaboration. So you could have been collaborating in a team with somebody, and somebody said something within the team that offended you in some type of way, but they're going to come back and apologize to you. All right. Show us more, Spirit. All right. So you got the Nine of Swords here. This Nine of Swords here is also part of the blockage and the obstacle, because you could have been stressed out, and that may be why Spirit is saying that you need to create harmony and balance in your life, because you could have been stressing about something, and it could have been concerning finances, right? So you have the Hermit here. The Hermit is one who has a lamp in his hand, which means he know the truth. So the light is shining. He's shining the light on everything around him so that he can see, right? So the knowledge and the wisdom. So yeah, I said you was stressed about finances, and the Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You could have been stressed about an inheritance, or you could have been stressed about a lump sum of money. You could have been going through workers' compensation. You could have got hurt on a job, or it could be anything that results in a large sum of money that you could have been stressed about. But you don't have the illusion. You're not seeing the illusions anymore, right? So now what you're seeing is the truth, because the Hermit, the seven of Cups, is here under you will receive good news concerning finances. It's right under you will receive good news concerning finances is the Seven of Cups, but the Hermit is right up under that. The Seven of Cups is in reverse, which means that the illusions are gone because the Hermit is at the bottom. So the Hermit is seeing the truth about it. So whatever situation that you was facing concerning money, and you was having issues with money, you're seeing the truth of it now, right? So, yeah, this Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, show us more. Thank you, Spirits. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, so fast communication. And as I said, this could be concerning work, but it can also be concerning some type of relationship that's been out of harmony and balance. But it will move forward because you have the Chariot here, and you could be in a relationship with somebody of the opposite not the opposite gender, but the opposite, or you could be opposite gender. I wanted to say gender for whatever reason. You could be the same gender, right? You could be the same gender, what I meant to say, because if you look at it, I was going to say the opposite nationality. That's what I was going to say, because one of them is black and one of them is white. So you could be somebody black and your mate could be white, or could be Spanish, or could be, another nationality. But for some reason, I wanted to say gender. So you could be of the same gender. You could be, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's you and your situation. It ain't got nothing to do with me, right? But Spirit is saying that it's going to move forward fast. You got two fast cards up under each other. So once you start creating the harmony and the balance, things will start moving fast in your situation, right? Because you got the Eight of Wands here with the Chariot, two fast cards. So you're going to move forward really fast, right? This seduced by an older lover. Let's see what we got. Temperance, balance, right? Temperance here. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is protecting you from this older lover who is going to try and put you in the Eight of Swords. The lover is going to try to put you in the Eight of Swords, but Archangel Michael is protecting you from it, and that's the reason why the Eight of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, and you could be already going through this with somebody who's older than you. Maybe they have money or whatever, and they've been trying to put you in a situation to make you do what they want you to do, and trying to stick you or something. You know what I mean? But Archangel Michael is protecting you from it. Balance, and Archangel Michael is going to make sure that things work out in your favor, because your only blockage and obstacle is this unhealthy desires right here, right? That and harmony and balance, but the balance and harmony is here with Archangel Michael also as well, getting you out of this stuck situation. So that's what we got for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, if the reading resonate, then hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you, because every reading is not for everybody. And I appreciate you all again for being here, and you all have a great night, and peace. Aqua, what's up, Aqua? What's good, Aquarius? Aquarius, we're going to find out what blockages and obstacles you have in your way and how you could move those blockages and obstacles. We're going to find out, because you could be trying to move forward in your life, and there could be blockages and obstacles or something that's holding you back. So we're going to find out what those blockages and obstacles are, right? We're going to clear the energy, and after we clear the energy, we'll do the reading. You already know the drill. If the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't resonate, then don't take it with you. This is not your reading if it don't resonate. All right, let's go. Papa Legba. Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm. Papa Legba, remove the barrier. Papa Legba. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit of Risha, the archangel, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, lords of my highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages. Protect us as we channel these messages for Aquarius. Also, too, protect the portal so that no negative energies, no evil forces, evil entities may come through and affect this reading. Protect us from all enemies, all evil eye, and anything that may be going on that we can't see. Give us clear, accurate messages for Aquarius so that Aquarius will know what blockages and obstacles they are facing. Thank you, spirits. Aquarius, these cards are shuffling easy, so things could be easy for you right now. It could be easy right now. Spirit says, stop playing the victim, Aquarius. Stop playing the victim. Acknowledge your own wrongs and shortcomings. Accepting them will free you from negativity. Yep. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see. That was fast. Thank you, Spirit. Increase your efforts if you want to be rich. Hard work pays off. Stay working hard and creating new ideas. Work in silence and you will see the results. All right. Spirit, show us more. Dark entities in your home. Give your home a deep spiritual cleanse to remove demonic forces. Burn sulfur in all four corners at 12 a.m. Dark forces in your home, Aqua. All right, Spirit, show us more. Stop cheating. Cheating on your mate is not honorable. You will end up with a disease that you can't get rid of. Money obstacles have been removed. The universe have removed all money blocks and obstacles holding you back. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. All right, thank you, spirits. All right, surrender to the will of the universe. Have complete faith in God, the Holy Spirit's ancestors, spirit guides, and angels that everything will be great. All right, so that's what we got for you, Aqua. All right. I was looking at my laptop because I got my mic connected to the USB. I hope it wasn't cutting off because the screen keep flickering. So I hope the mic is still working with it. I'm seeing the light, so yeah, it's still working, but I don't know why it keep doing that, but maybe it's this. Yeah, and I think that's what it is too, but I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Give me a minute, Aqua. Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay. All right, spirits, ancestor spirits, archangel spirit guides, show us what we need to see for Aqua. What blockages and obstacles? So dark entities in your home, that creates a blockage and an obstacle, right? So that could be from somebody sending spell work towards you, right? Possible, or either people in and out, right? Cheating. If you're cheating, that creates a blockage and an obstacle, right? All right. All right, Spirit, show us more what we need to see in the tarot for Aqua. Show Aqua what they need to see. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands. 10 is an ending, though. So, burdens. Spirit, show us more. All right, Archangel Michael. Temperance card came out. Sagittarius. All right. All right, Spirit, show us more. Spirit. That 9 of Wands now. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. It's up under dark entities in your home. So it says, increase your efforts if you want to be rich. And Archangel Michael, the Temperance card, is right up under that. It says dark entities in your home, and the 9 of Wands is up under that, right? All right, Spirit, show us more. All right, it says stop cheating, and the Knight of Wands is under that. So you could be cheating with a sad Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Says money obstacles have been removed, and you got the Hierophant under that, right? So the Hierophant represents the Pope or a spiritual religious leader. And in some cases, it represents God, right? Okay, so the Hierophant. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Says, surrender to the will of the universe. And you got the Page of Swords here, right? Have complete faith in God, the Holy Spirit's ancestor spirits, guides, angels, and everything will be great. You got the Page of Swords, but you got the 7 of Swords here, right? And I said that the dark entities in your home could come from spell work, and you got the 7 of Swords here with the Page of Swords. Anytime I see the Page of Swords, right, if the Page of Swords is not coming out with cards that are like money cards or whatever, and even when they come out with money cards, it's like somebody watching your money, right? Because the Page of Swords is like a spy. He's just standing there with the sword, and he's just peeking, like he's just looking, squinting his eyes, right? But it could represent also, too, somebody who's very intelligent, intellectual person, right? But this person, this Page of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. It says, increase your efforts if you want to be rich, and the King of Swords came out in reverse, right? All right, you got the Wheel of Fortune, and you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles, right? Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. So it says dark entities in your home, the Page of Pentacles, and then you have stop cheating with the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune here, right? All right. Spirit, show us more. All right, so you have the Chariot here. Under money obstacles have been removed. So Spirit is saying the money is coming fast now, is moving fast. Okay. And then you got the King of Cups here, right? It says surrender to the will of the universe. the King of Cups. So Spirit is telling you to get in your heart space, to love more, to love yourself more, because this Page of Swords is a young person, right? The young people really don't know what love is, right? Not when in reference to being in any type of loving, caring relationship. And then you got the King of Cups right up under it. Surrender to the will of the universe. All right, so Spirit is saying that if you want to be rich, to increase your efforts, right? To increase your efforts, but you need to be in an upright position, right? Which means that you need to do everything by the book. You need to be honest in your dealings with people. You need to be strict in how you handle your money and your finances. And you need to be very determined, right? Determined and zealous. And, you have to have that drive and motivation in order for you to capture the moment, the opportunities that come towards you, right? Okay, so the dark entities in your home has been causing you a lot of stress, right? The wounded warrior, right? But then you had the Page of Pentacles under the Nine of Wands. The Page of Pentacles under the Nine of Wands. So this could be somebody who's younger than you that's causing you stress, and they could be intentionally doing this, right? Okay, so you have Stop Cheating, and you have the Knight of Wands, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune here, right? Spirit is saying that the cheating will affect your finances and affect your fortune, right? It'll affect your fortune, and the reason why it will affect your fortune is because this Knight of Wands is not somebody who's going to be there for the long term, right? The Knight of Wands is in and out, right? So this could end up being something that could be burdensome on you and affect your fortune in some type of way. So you got the money obstacles have been removed with the Hierophant here. And I said earlier that the Hierophant represents some type of spiritual entity, right? Or a person that is spiritually elevated, that removes blockages and obstacles, right? So you could have went to somebody to get your money blocks and obstacles removed, or you could have did it yourself, or you could have, went, like I said, when you saw somebody or whatever, or God could have been working to remove the money blocks and obstacles, because you got the Chariot here up under the Hierophant, which means that it's moving forward, right? So the only blockage and obstacle that you really have is, well, you got two, which is the dark entities in your home and the cheating, right? So you gotta tone down that. Not tone it down. You gotta cut that shit off, like, completely. Like, tell yourself, man, like, you can't let pussy or dick rule your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's one thing to be in a relationship with somebody and have love for that person, and you having sex with that person, but you know what I'm saying? When you start involving other people, you bring other energies in your life that affects your life in many different ways. So Spirit is telling you need to remove those habits, right? Those habits that are causing blockages and obstacles in your life, and you need to cleanse your home and cleanse your space really good to remove those negative energies and negative vibrations, negative frequencies. So that's what I got for you, Aqua. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. That means it ain't your reading. I hope you all have a great and wonderful night, and peace. Pisces, what's good, Pisces? Pisces, we're going to find out what blockages and obstacles you have in your life and what you can do to remove it. Spirit is going to show you what blockages and obstacles you have, right? So what we're going to do first, Pisces, we're going to clear the energy, and then we'll get started with the reading. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. All right, if the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. That means it ain't your reading. All right, so let's go. Papa leg by, open the road, Papa leg by, remove the barrier, Papa leg by, so that I can pass through. Thank you, Papa leg by. Thank you. Infinite Spirit of Orishas, Archangel, Spirit Guides, Ancestral Spirits of my highest and greatest good, Lords of my highest and greatest good, remove all barriers and obstacles so that I can pass through. I just repeated what I repeat to Papa Legba. I'm tired. It's late, and this is my last one. Spirits, ancestors, archangel, spirit guides. Give us clear, accurate messages. Protect us from all evil spells, hexes, curses, negative energies, evil entities, dark forces, anything that may try and hinder the reading. Protect us from it. Thank you, spirits. All right, Pisces. So we're going to see what blockages and obstacles may be standing in your way. All right. Spirit says the wheel of fortune is now turning in your favor. Your good karma is coming back around and you will have a good life. The wheel of fortune is turning. All right, so you the only one got that card tonight. You the only one got that card, Pisces. All right, that's good. Family problems will be resolved. That came out earlier for somebody. All right, let's see. Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. Thank you, spirits. Your health is improving. All right, that's good. That's good, Pisces. All right, let's see what else we get. All right. A lover is regretting that they let you go. Someone is crying over you and desperate to get you back. All right. Spirit said on the health is improving. They said your health is getting better. Thank God, the Holy Spirit's ancestors and the universe. Says that at the bottom. Okay, and family problems being resolved. It says don't worry and pray. The divine is working to fix these problems. All right, Spirit, show us more. Fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams. Fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams. Chakra healing and shadow work will help you overcome the dark forces of anxiety. All right. That's the blockage. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more. This person holding on to you could be a blockage too. This person who regretting that they let you go. It says you are in a third-party relationship. You are in the middle of a love or sex triangle. That's another blockage. So you got 3 blockages here, Pisces. 3. All right. And the wheel of fortune is turning, but it's turning slow. So you could be going through, you could right now have maybe financial problems and love problems that seem like things are not getting better. And that's because the wheel is turning, but it's turning really slow, right? It's turning really slow, which means that these blockages and obstacles is what's making the wheel turn slow, so you're not seeing the results that you should be seeing, right? All right. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see for Pisces. Show us these blockages and obstacles. The Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. All right, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands here. So, you're at the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands mean that you're possibly in the process of starting over, a new cycle. Got the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, show us more. The family problems have caused you a lot of burdens, whatever those family problems are, right? You could have kids, and could be baby daddy, baby mama drama, or some type of family problems that have caused you to be in a lot of burdens, right? To be burdened. But you're strong, though, because in order to carry 10 wands, you have to be strong, right? In order to carry 10 wands, you have to be strong. And this could be with somebody, a long-time partner that you've been with, or possibly a soulmate connection, right? The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, something that's fated that happened in your life, or this is fated for you to face these blockages and obstacles so that you can be stronger. Because I just said that you had to be strong in order to carry this 10 of Wands, right? You had to be strong to make it that far to the Ten of Wands, right? So Spirit is saying that this is something fated in order to make you stronger. But the Six of Swords is here. Six of Swords here. So Spirit is saying, move away from that person that let you go, right? You could be holding on to that person, or you could be still, seeing that person, but you with somebody else or something like that, because it says you are in a third party relationship, right? You could have a third party, or the person that you're with could have a third party. Spirit is saying to move away from this person who let you go, because the reason why you separated from that person will be the reason why you separate from that person again, right? It's no coincidence that when we move away from somebody, it's because it's not meant to work, right? It's not meant to work. You can't force it. Justice is in reverse. Justice is in reverse, and it's up under fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams, right? So justice, Libra, right, in reverse. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck, right? Spirit is telling you you need to take control of your life, right? Queen of Cups flipped over in my hand. Under you are in a third party relationship. So you could be in a relationship with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, right? Or you could be in a relationship with a Libra, right? Or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more, Spirit. All right. Cancer, Chariot here, right? All right, so that fell under family problems and the Ten of Wands, right? And that's crazy, right? You got two cards are moving away, right? It says your health is improving, right? And then you got the Six of Cups here, right? And the Ace of Pentacles up under it, right? Then you have a lover is regretting that they let you go with the Six of Swords, right? And the Eight of Cups. Two cards are moving away right up under each other, right? So Spirit is telling you to move away from that. You got to walk away from it. Whatever it takes, you need to walk away from it, right? Fear and anxiety is preventing you from achieving your dreams, right? Justice is in reverse. All right. And you got the Two of Pentacles here, right? The Two of Pentacles here. Fear and anxiety preventing you from achieving your dreams, right? With the Justice being in reverse. Spirit is saying that your chakras are unbalanced, and that you're unbalanced at this point, because the Two of Pentacles represents balance, but it also represents juggling. But if you look at it, he's not throwing anything up in the air. He's maintaining, he's doing this with the figure 8, with the Two Pentacles inside of it, and he's on one foot. So this is a card of balance too, right? But the Justice card is also a card of balance because of the scales. So these two cards are right under each other, right? So one of them is in reverse and one of them is in the upright, right? For the fear and anxiety. So spirits are saying that you need to get balanced because you are unbalanced right now. This third party relationship, I said that it could have been an air sign, but you got the Page of Swords that came out, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and you had the Queen of Cups. So it could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? This third party is watching you, right? This person, whoever they are, they could be watching you to see if you're still in a relationship with the other person, or they're watching you because they could possibly want to reveal something to the person that you're with about the relationship that you've been in with them too. So they could be wanting to tell them something, so they watch you for that reason. You got the three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? So Spirit is saying that this is what the blockage is. The blockage is the fear and anxiety, the third party relationship. You need to let go of the third party relationship and the fear and anxiety, and you need to let go of any past person that you was dealing with that you could possibly be still thinking about. You need to let them go because they want you back. But if they still in your energy, they could be creating a block for you. So you need to do a cord cutting, right? You need to do a cord cutting ritual to get them out of your energy, so that your life can be more balanced. And you need to get out of a third party relationship. So if somebody got you in a third party relationship, you need to move away from it and move away from this person that has you, that's still trying to hold on to you, right? And that regret that they let you go. So, and balance yourself. So that's what Spirit is saying, is that you need to create balance right now in your life, balance and harmony. And the only way you're going to create balance and harmony in your life is to let go of the things that you know no longer serves you. It's toxic, right? So Spirit is saying toxic things you need to let go of, because the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, but the wheel is turning slow and nothing is coming fast for you because of these blockages and obstacles that you have that you need to let go of. All right, so that's what we got for you, Pisces. Pisces, I hope the reading resonated. If the reading resonated, hit the like. If it don't resonate, don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. Then that means that it's not your reading. You all have a great night, and once again, peace.